Hey, everybody. I'm going to take you into a little intro and I will be right with you. We'll get into this. Betty thinks she's slick hiding her live. Shame on you. Shame on you.
Home in the valley, home in the city, home isn't pretty, ain't no home for me. Home in the darkness, home on the highway, home isn't my way, home I'll never be. Burn out the day, burn out the night. Can't see no reason to put up a fight. I'm living for giving the devil his due. I'm burning for you. I'm burning for you. Time is the essence, time is the season, time ain't no reason, got no time to show. Time everlasting, time is completely silent, time ain't on my side, time will never know. Burn out the day, burn out the night. Now I want to tell you what's wrong from what's right. I've seen suns that were freezing and lives that were blue. But I'm burning for you. I'm burning for you. Burn out the day, burn out the night. Can't see no reason to put up a fight. I'm living for giving the devil his due. I'm burning for you. I'm burning for you. I'm burning for you. I'm burning for you.
Alrighty. Let's clear this screen. Okay, so why aren't you clearing my screen? Don't even start with me today. I am not in the mood. Banners on. Gonna put a little background music in. Cause I just don't trust people on here. Feeding the ducks. What the heck kind of background music is? I gotta find out. What the hell does feeding ducks sound like? That's not bad, really. It doesn't sound like feeding ducks, though. Okay, then. How come it don't sound like that when I feed the ducks? I don't get that. I get quack, quack, quack. Alrighty then, let's go to chat. Let's say hi. Hey, Cash. Kathy pees on potatoes to clean them. She also pees on the like, subscribe, and notify button. So please wash your hands after. Avoid the sanitizer. She peed in that too. uh, you're funny. Water bugs. Oh, I hate water bugs. That's what they call them. The big black cockroaches in Texas. Oh, hell no. They're cockroaches on steroids. Here they call them palmetto bugs. And they're dark, dark brown. But they're damn cockroaches on steroids. I don't care what anybody says. Gma, my kids won't do that because they think the water will change colors. This is probably mean, but I did this. I had this watercoloring, and I just put a drop or two in the water to prove a point. And, not even my 6-year-old, he will get out. He'll go out in the yard because he's not running. He's 6. He goes to the bathroom every 20 minutes and when he's swimming. Probably because he drinks a gallon of water while he's swimming. But they're not running through my house and tracking up my hardwood floors. Oh, hell no. My daughter, of course, because she's a girl. But, he's still little. He can go right here behind the bush. I have a private yard. Nobody can see nothing. So, cut that, bitches. Anyway. But, yeah, they think that the pool changes colors. They really think that. Hey, Seeker, how are you? Hey, Beer Can. Hey, KCG. Hey, Ryan. Hey, Brittany. Hey, it's me, Tiffany. And Gma's being. You ready to have fun? No, I like a good joke. You kidding? I'm laughing my ass off. I like a good joke. It take more than that to upset me. You not checked my introductory comment. I did. I read it. Watch this man. Do not drink the water. Feeding duck and squawkers. Hey, wise angel. Yeah, man. This music's supposed to be feeding ducks. Okay, I don't get music like that when I feed the ducks. I get a quack quack for more food. But I don't get nothing nice like this. Or they just follow me. They need to learn how to play this damn music now. But Betty, you should know better. Shame. But you really should know better, Betty. No, I didn't get a chance to record it. I was busy with real life stuff, with my kids. We had birthday parties, egg hunt. I'm wiped out. And we go to the park for the birthday party, and the park had something else going on. So it was pretty cool, really. There was they had the police there with the police dogs, and there was just all kinds of things going on. There are kind of food trucks and stuff, which they had bounce houses and stuff, which the mom was too happy about because hey, she got free bounce houses for her kids' party. How can you go wrong? It was cool though. Anyway, I'm glad the day's over. And tomorrow's another one, huh? But so, Betty'd already been called out for the live. I didn't think she'd take it down. I mean, as soon as she got called out, and not until she changed the title, the description, of course, but not until after she got called out, because otherwise she'd have not changed it. But she did what Betty does. She either put it behind members or just privated it, because she got tired of being called out for it.
My custom formula has helped clear up my skin. Even
don't go live. Same kind of crap she pulled in the Layla Centinela case. Was live with that supposed sighting. Yeah. Well, she went live without checking, or it's a short live too, and she had it on her main channel. Um, she can't delete them because she can't delete no content while she's in the middle of a frivolous lawsuit. So she either privated it or put it under members only. Hey, Phoenix. Your first Easter of 3. Oh, I don't miss those days, though. Hey, Slim Jim. Cool name. So anyway, she thinks she took it down so nobody can say nothing. Nobody can call her out because, Betty pulled a Betty and didn't bother to vet or check the information, which would have taken a whole of 2 seconds, which she did on the live after she was called out. And another thing, Betty, that shirt, the one you've been pushing real hard, the police don't even believe any of it, and it wasn't Riley's. If there was a shirt, he clearly had his on. But you were pushing that, weren't you? Just like all your other misinformation you push in all these cases. That's why you get called out, Betty. At least for me. I don't give two shits about your personal life. You want to be a Trumpster? Knock yourself out. But at least understand the policies you're voting for, because you clearly do not. Anyway. You don't understand what? Betty thought she was being slick by, once, it's out there, That's. And a clip channel, Hills in the Air, had already got the important part. It was a short live, too. I think it was like between 30, it's either 30 something or 50 something minutes. It was really short. But she did what she usually does when she knows she messed up. Instead of, just taking 100% ownership of what she did, she just hid the video. And I didn't have time to, and she must have did it recently, because I wasn't on YouTube much today, so I didn't even go check because I was busy. But it was still there in the middle of the night when I checked. I was still up at fucking 2 o'clock. Just one of those days where you just can't sleep. Anyway. So we're going to go with Hills in the Airs. See, you're not going to ruin my content, bud. And I'm sure I haven't had a chance to ask around, but I'm pretty sure if I ask around, somebody has your whole live. But, I watched it. I seen you weaseling out, trying to weasel out of what you did, like you did with the fake Layla Sentinel sighting. Okay, where'd the music go? Nope, bring it back. Did I pause it? No. Where the hell did music go? Okay, maybe I have it too low. See, I don't know. Okay, we'll try that and see if it's... Because I know Betty's in a striking mood, so not only am I going to fair use it by doing commentary, but I'm going to keep the music in the background. But Betty's thumbnail actually said, "Breaking, Madeline Soto's mom arrested." And it really did say that. I seen it with my own eyes. And Hills wouldn't lie anyway. Fake breaking news. It sure is. It's always breaking news with her. So she did change it to question marks, because there was a Jen Soto that was arrested like 2 weeks ago. Does she not think that if it was the Jennifer Soto, Madeline's mom, that as much as local media has been covering this case, they wouldn't have picked up on it if it was the real Jennifer, the one, not the real, but you know what I mean, the one connected to Madeline. Yeah, that didn't raise a red flag for her. Neither did she think oh, well, before I talk about this, maybe I should take the 2 seconds, type her name in, check, see if that's her. Mugshots are right there, you know? No, she didn't do that. She didn't do that till she got called out in her chat. And then she was trying to cover her ass and backpedal. And it was a whole shit show. And I will get the whole live to show you. Though this is probably the best parts of it. Because I'm sure if I ask around, someone has it. SF called out Olivia on X today. Did he? I'll have to look it up, Hope. Hey, Clemson girl. Yeah, I'll definitely have to look that up. Need to get kitchen cleaned. Yeah, I hear you. I'm not. Mine, yeah. We had a bunch of stuff that I don't normally cook because I just didn't want to cook and we were running all day. And so I just had a bunch of junk food for them today for the first time in a long time. And they were thrilled. And now they got my husband in there playing Uno. My 6-year-old will beat your butt in some Uno. Yeah, no, what are they doing? They're playing Uno and board games. Cool. Where's Sissy at? Okay, so he'll keep them occupied. So I get a break. We had a good day though. It was a beautiful day out. We just had a nice time today. It was relaxing and fun with the kids. I don't watch her. Her voice does my head in. Yeah, she can be a lot. So, Betty was wrong. No surprise there. But we'll listen to Betty. Because if you think back, I covered that when she did the Layla Centinello. She tried hiding that live from me too. Yeah, that didn't go over well either, did it, Betty? I had no problem getting the whole damn shit show. And it's still on my channel. And you still have yours hit. Same thing you pulled here, but guess what, Bets? I'll get it. Don't worry. But Hill's got a good bit of it, and she got some in key points of it. So here we go. This is Hills in the Air. Look at how excited. I mean, she is thoroughly excited over the possibility that this woman got arrested. Not knowing what for, or even if it's the right person, because Betty don't check. Betty just runs with stuff. And then when she gets called out, she'll take the 2 seconds. It was 2 weeks ago. It's not breaking news. Wrong person. Yep, she was so worried about being first, but this arrest happened, like I said, like almost 2 weeks ago. She was so worried about breaking news. She didn't bother to take 2 seconds to look it up. She doesn't think that the local news, who's been doing interviews with the family, have been all over this story nonstop, wouldn't have that and already had broke it before Betty. Oh my god, I'm not sharing the screen. It didn't share? Alright, I'll start it over then. I'm sorry. I don't know why it didn't share. I shared screen. What the hell? Why are you not sharing my screen? Not today, YouTube. And okay, I can't share it there. Oh, okay. All right. Hopefully that works. Jeez, I'm so tired of this with the screen. All right, I'll just start it over. I believe this is where it starts. But this was the original thumbnail, minus the fake breaking news.
I'm listening. I just got something in my email, and I figured I'd come straight live with you guys. I'm hearing that Jen Soto is arrested. Screenshots here. I don't know what she's arrested on. She appears that it seems that she's already bonded out. She's out of custody already, but it does appear that Jennifer Soto has been arrested. So just give me a second while I look up. And I don't know if that's even in the clerk of courts yet. So I'll just go ahead and download these. Just a second. Still don't have any idea as to what she's been arrested for. But she is out of custody right now, so she must have bonded in and bonded out. This is about Madeline Soto, the one from Kissimmee, Florida. Everybody has been wanting to know if Jennifer Soto was going to be arrested in this matter for whatever she did.
Brings her hands together. I mean, she's so excited. She's so thrilled. Hey, Rachel.
To Orange County? Orange County. How's everyone? Hey. Actually, it's definitely true. We have a Jennifer Soto that has been arrested at 35 years old. It could be possible, but with Jennifer's a common name. Soto's a common name. I'm not sure if this is Jennifer Soto, Maddie's mom, or not. To me, even with the June birth date, I don't know. Honestly, wasn't her. Okay, and obviously it is making its rounds on social media, so you guys might want to check that out. Somebody might want, just to be on the safe side, to be honest with you, somebody might want to do a public record request and just get the mugshot. Our booking date was the 16th too. I'm looking at. So whoever's passing it around, Katrina's already got the mugshot. Hold on a second. Let's see who it is. Let's go ahead and
it wasn't 16.
Let's go ahead and just finalize this things before it gets too far out there on social media.
You see how she knows. She knows that it's not Madeline's mother. She knows. And she's so nervous now because she knows she's caught. So now she's got to try to spin it and touch it all up and make it pretty. Happy Saturday to you. It's been a great Saturday. It has. It's been a nice Saturday.
There she is. Definitely not her, guys. Definitely not her. Why not finalize before go live? Because I don't have to. It's breaking news. When we have breaking news, I'll fact check it right here live on this.
Betty, it wasn't breaking news. It wasn't a new arrest. And no one else picked it up. Why do you think? Why do you think that no one picked it up but you? And probably because someone sent it to you. Because I doubt you looked. You couldn't take 2 seconds to verify the info before opening your mouth. You could have did that live just like you did. Nobody would have had to know. But you were so excited. You were wringing your hands. That would have made your freaking month if she would have got arrested. If it was Madeline's mother. That's messed up, Bets. That's messed up. Speak out.
Screen. If you don't like it, don't come back here. I really don't care. This is my channel. If you don't like what goes on my channel, go create your own. I'm sure you can do it so much better, babe. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, when we have breaking news, I happily will go on here and we'll fact check everything together. I have no problem doing that whatsoever. So if anybody has a problem with us,
that's not what you do. Stop it. Stop it. That is not what you do. You're only checking it now because people in your chat were telling you. You're trying to save face and cover your ass now, Bets. Because you never fact check. When do you fact check on your lives? And everything isn't breaking news. You know, you've had so much breaking news that was epic flops. Do we need to go into some of it? You know, how about the weight situation? You didn't even know what a barbell was or a weight plate, but because you dug up some old Facebook post that you weren't even sure if it was his, with the dude selling weights. And then you claimed one was missing when you had no idea what a barbell was, because you definitely didn't understand what it was to have weight bars and, the flat plate weights. You didn't get none of that. And you automatically assumed that one weight was missing and used for, and you know what? Yeah. That's your breaking news, like your citing, alleged sighting of Layla Centinelo, that whole hoax. Yeah, that's not good with the breaking news stuff. Just saying, you're striking out.
Us coming live with any information and fact checking it live for everybody to see. If you truly have a problem with that, I'm sorry, that's your problem to have. People fact check everything.
Did you really just say that? Oh my gosh. You really just said that? Okay. You fact check everything.
Probably not.
I can't.
Maybe you should refresh your screen before you open your mouth. But yes, I did change it immediately. Like, I can seriously see what it was changed.
No, you did not change it immediately.
I changed. Whoever's telling me to change my title, I'm changing. I just realized I only changed one of the 3 that I've got going on, so I'm going to change all of them now. But I want that person blocked out of my channel for being a complete and utter asshole and making me literally stop what I was doing to appease their sensitive feelings. If you can't handle it, don't come here. I don't answer to you. Like, I seriously don't answer to you. I'm literally running on 3 different platforms. I got 600 people in here, and I could really care less whether you like what I say or don't.
Okay, no. Okay, Becky. Why are you running on Twitter and TikTok? Can you run those long lives on TikTok? I thought you could only do like up to 10-minute videos or something on TikTok. But anyway, that's on you. You chose to stream on 3 platforms, and you don't get a huge audience on Twitter. Come on, stop. Anyway, and you should have checked it before you opened your mouth and made a thumbnail and everything, Yes, you just should have. You're so flustered because you were wrong. Again. Proven wrong. Again. And you can't handle it. No one's being nasty with you. They're just saying it, and you did clickbait. Because, Betty, I think you knew from the beginning that it really wasn't her, but you didn't care. Not because you actually checked it first, but I think you knew it wasn't her because, there'd have been a big news story around here if it would have been her. But you go on and get upset and twist it any way you want. It's all right.
Okay, you wrote now. I don't have time for your shit anymore. I'm entirely too busy doing work.
Doing work? She's entirely too busy doing work, babes. I'm trying to figure out what work. But okay. We'll go with that. Makes her feel better. I will get the whole live and play it. Hey, sleuthing tater tot. Hey, runs with scissors. She needs to think long and hard and research before she opens her mouth. Rachel, you seen how long it took? It took her 2 seconds to type in the name and verify the arrest. I'm sorry, but before you go to the trouble of making a thumbnail and advertising the live, setting up the live, you should have checked something that important to see if it really was her. First red flag, Betty, no local news agency is covering it. No one. And it would be covered because they've been covering this story hard. Not a word was said by anybody. Didn't even dawn on her. All she cared about was breaking news. It's breaking news. And then has the nerve to get pissed off and have an attitude when someone asks her about her clickbaited thumbnail. What? Oh, and I know, hey, blank screen. I know that I've read the court documents, but remember, I only read them because I didn't have them redacted. But now I have them redacted. And I know some of you, probably most of you, seen it on Burnt Toast. If you want to have some laughs with that again, or there's still that second part of the lawsuit that which was like all the evidence parts that we didn't get to, because it took too much time. But still trying to redirect them. She still hasn't used that camera. Hey, Skip to Milo. That's crazy. I don't even understand why she needed that expensive camera. I mean, I could see why, somebody who's, well, like, legit media, that um, is allowed to film in the courts and, can do interviews and get inside police stuff, I can see why they would need one. I don't see what a YouTuber needs one. I think it's just to say I have one. I don't get it. Then she's going to complain about more stuff she got lug around. Well, no one tells her to do that but herself. And don't you start raining again heavy, because I don't want to go inside. Because they're playing games. And I prefer to sit out here. Stop raining. Anyway, is that music too loud, guys? Let me try to turn that down just a hair. Seems loud to me. Well, and see, then you can't even hear it, which defeats the purpose. So I can't get a 23. It's only going to let me go by twos. Oh, you got to be kidding me. Oh, there I got a 23. That's better. Okay. Maybe it's because Olivia has one. Oh, does she? Betty filed another complaint on the docket since the lawyer from complaint. She did. Oh, I'm going to have to check. I didn't know she filed another one. I got the last one she filed, which was in March, the day she was supposed. You have it, runs with scissors. Can someone ask Blank Screen why he has me blocked, please? Blank Screen, Mickey44 wants to know why she's blocked. She's really cool. It might have just been an accident. I don't know. Oh, if you have it, I'd like to see it. Because the last one I have is the one from when she didn't show up in court. Instead, she filed this stupid to try to gain or get control of lawyer friends. It's none of her damn business. I hope she gets. Yeah, it's 3 pages. It's the one she just filed March 13th. No, I just saw it yesterday. We have to go through the clerk of court now for copies. So you can see it, but you can't get copies of it. But I could go to the site and see it. Because I'll read it off my phone. Yeah, that's fair. Olivia's. Oh, that's a whole nother case. See, I've never. I've always seen right through her. To me, she reminds me of LB, because that's exactly how LB is. I would never do none of that stuff. Not me. I am sweet, I am innocent, and I am so naive. And all the while, she's got 2 knives stabbing them in your back and twisting and turning them. Yeah, that's the kind of people they remind me of. Which I showed in my video on LB. That video was a lot of work. Well, actually, it was 2. They were a lot of work, but they were worth it. You can go to Knox County site and see the name of the filing. The other site can't see anything anymore. Okay. Well, I'm going to keep checking when it becomes available to get it. Definitely going to keep checking. Did you see Let me see where to go. JP's new video. Oh man, I found this great singing coach for my daughter, by the way. Oh, she only posted it 2 hours ago. I don't want to. Yeah, it's too soon. That is too soon. But Betty did a live today. No. No. Boring. Let's just say that. Where'd mocking media go? But we'll look at it a little bit. I'm looking for something. But I will get that whole live. So that's pretty much the best part. Did you guys see Mocking Media's new video? It's called Red Light District Custom Channel Trailers. Michelle Sabate. I know Bullhorns was good, and so was Megan's and Tube Top Travesty. Okay, why won't you turn? But let's check out Betty first, then we'll watch that a little bit. We'll see. Yeah, she really did take that down. Why, Betty? I thought you stand on everything you report. Why are you hiding? Why are you hiding it? Yeah, she did take it down. But she stands on what she says. She's always factual, people. She's factual. And now she's going to start another channel. She did one, Riley Strand's tragic end and Sebastian Rogers' the mysterious disappearance. Oh, here we go again. I'm so sick of hearing that stuff with her. I really am. Still pushing her TikTok. We're going to watch part of her live today. She's streaming the same content, and YouTube you can double monetize the same content. Hey, Remy. I think Michelle Sabate needs to be isolated. She's already been kicked off the platform, yet she platforms by the same that got her removed. Yep. She comes, hey, Bad Medicine. Hey, Halloween Baby. Yeah, she comes right back. I don't get it. As much as she's reported, I mean, how many... I don't know. I think YouTube could do a little better job than what they do with... We'll watch this real quick because it's a short video. And then we'll get into the Betty live. I really wanted that other live, but, you know, when you're busy, you don't have time to screen... And I would have had to screen record it on my daughter's tablet, but I would have been just taking it off there real quick. I just didn't have time. Kids come first.
Do you like Ladies of the Night? I mean,
okay,
cold,
this is Mocking Media, Michelle Sabate channel trailer.
Sore, disease-ridden, pirate hooker Ladies of the Night. Holy fuck balls, I do too. On my channel, I'll explain to you why my shit looks like a fistful of Arby's roast beef. What about addicts? Do you like talking about addicts? Would you like to go to my attic? Here. If you don't agree with me, I'll send you to the attic. What about alcohol? Do you like alcohol? I just love talking about alcohol. It tastes super sweet. And I just love taking it with me when I drive. How about crystal meth?
Oh, no.
Do you like crystal meth? Sure, it makes my teeth itchy, but just look at my smile. What about smoking? I just love smoking. It makes my seductive voice sound like an angel going through a wood chipper. Angel going through a wood chipper.
Whoa.
Do you like it when a man wears a ski mask?
Okay, no.
On my channel, I talk about my man, Andy. He's like the Temu version of Vanilla Ice. He wears a ski mask to cover up his thug life.
Some of this is harsh, but the Temu version of Vanilla Ice, that's good. I gotta remember that. The Temu version.
Male pattern baldness. Tons of white trash ghetto bitches love him. But sorry, ladies, he's mine. What about sexy toes? Sexy toes. Do you like sexy toes? Sexy toes. If the answer is yes, go to another channel. If the answer
I hate
is no,
feet. No, they're gross.
then come on over to Michelle's place. It won't be my place for much longer.
Oh, ouch. Whoa. Well, that was to the point. But the best part was, because Bathroom Andy, the TV version of Vanilla Ice. I gotta remember that. Yeah, I don't know. You know what, Brittany? I think it's because maybe she's finally understanding that this is no joke. But she would do this though. This is her. What the hell is going on with this? Why won't it delete that? What the hell? Remove. Thank you. I'm gonna try doing it right, Kath. Oh my god. This is Two Top Travesty's pattern. She'll do that. She'll disappear for weeks at a time, and somewhere in between the week, all the time she's gone, she'll start posting madly on her community post out of nowhere, and then she'll stop and go live. It's what she does. I don't know if it takes her, weeks to regroup and come back after, I don't know. It's just totally weird, but that's what she's done. Hey, AK. Yeah, the best. I got to remember that line. The teeny version of Vanilla Ice. That's what she called Bathroom Andy. There's a couple dudes you could call the Temu versions. And that's without even knowing what they look like. Oh, I don't know if I'm into this. Betty, I hope you're not stupid in this one, because I didn't watch a lot of it because it was boring, so I'm probably not going to show much of it. Because yeah. But apparently Spanky has been, actually we should check on that. I am going to check on that.
An author, not a publisher.
Oh hell no, not your intro. No, that thing's like 20 minutes long. Get out of here. Because then you go into your TikTok videos and shove them down everybody's throats. No, thank you. Anyway, Justice, Spanky Boy. I hear he's not being a good boy. I heard. I'm trying to think. I'm putting in Spanky Boy. Oh my gosh. I can't believe I put in Spanky Boy. Just don't eat a gummy before you go live. Oh, no. I didn't want to hit that one. No, it must not. I got to find out which one, but apparently he's being called out on some stuff about the Riley Strand case. And I only see one video on here. I thought he said he wasn't doing true crime anymore because he lost his monetization. But he's still doing true crime. We might look into that too. Because I want to see what he had to say. Laura's over there running her mouth as usual. Oh my god. I guess forgotten. I don't watch. I haven't watched Willow, so I didn't know what was going on. I heard a little bits and pieces here and there, in a chat, but I didn't know that Forgotten went up there until I seen Laura was live. I wanted to see what she was live about, but she was playing it, and I guess Nunya was trying to broker some kind of peace between them because until Laura gets over her situation. Which why? Laura hasn't shown no grace to anybody else. I don't think that her medical condition should be anybody's topic, honestly. Um, that's her business. Other than that, she doesn't leave Forgotten alone. She says some awful stuff about Forgotten's MS, which is not called for. Sorry. But I thought that there was my understanding from what little I did see, because I left Laura's too. There was, an agreement. So what does Laura go do? Fires up alive, covering that. Making digs. What happened to the truce? How come it's okay for her? And there was a lot of, oh, well, it's okay. We all know Laura says stuff. No, that doesn't make it okay. It doesn't make it okay. Hey, it's me, Amberly. I don't know. That's just my opinion. But guys, do me a favor, hit that like and sub up if you're not subbed up. I'm so close to 1,500. And yeah, we have poolside memberships. It's raining today, so can't go in the pool. But, well, you can, but it's raining.
Hear their thank yous. This was very hard for them, as you can imagine. That mother, we've watched her.
Now, she's going to sit here and tear up. Huh?
Break before our eyes and have to deal with pain that she can't even imagine. And so that was the finality of Riley Strain and his story. And his family now has to live the rest of their life without him. So I'm glad that this wasn't foul play. But what a tragic accident. And I pray that, and I came out very strongly, that I think barriers need to be put up. We're learning from the council members this morning that they are considering putting additional barriers and making it harder for people to get down that side of the mountain. That's good news to hear. What else did we hear? There was something else and I can't remember. Oh, the Cajun Navy. I went on my, to Sebastian Rogers, since they're already in the community.
Betty is not feeling anything. Hey, J-Dob, how are you? Good to see you. Betty's not feeling anything about these cases. Betty is feeling the frustration that she yet again looked like a fool. And she did. And she made it worse for herself because she kept trying to talk her way around it, talk her way out of it. It made it look worse. But she don't get that.
It's right there.
And then, she owns it. She says she stands on what she says. If you stand on what you say, why did you take the video down, Betty? Why did you put it either private or behind members only? I mean, you don't think that some of your members might say, hey, wait a minute. Yeah, you're right. Never mind.
It should be very easy, as far as resource-wise. They've already spent the resources getting everything into Nashville. I mean, it's just Hendersonville, so it's really close. It seems like it would be a way to double, to get get more out of this. And so I did receive confirmation that it appears that the Cajun Navy is actually en route right now to aid and help in the Sebastian Rogers case. So for all the people that have been reaching out to them, thank you for that. So that's where we're going. We're going to now be moving over to the Sebastian Rogers case. It seems it needs more attention. The commission, the community members, the community leaders are asking for assistance. They're asking for help. They're stumped.
They're asking for help. If anybody's seen him, Betty, they are not asking for people to get on social media and spread misinformation and rumors like you. That's not helping.
They don't have the resources. They need additional resources. So if you're out in that area and you want to help hand out flyers, you want to help out post signs, you want to help
drop your links, Brittany.
You don't sounds like they're needing searches all the way up and down I-40. So there's a large area, a large stretch that even people that are not right there in the Hendersonville area can actually assist and help clearing some areas and trying to find a resolution for the Sebastian Rogers case. This is an uphill battle. A significant amount of time has lapsed, and we have no sight of Sebastian Rogers. There's been no communication from Sebastian Rogers. He literally...
Betty, do me a favor. Well, you probably do watch yourself a lot, probably, because you review yourself. That's weird. I mean, it's sometimes you go back and show a clip from your channel or something. Yeah, that's normal. But you actually sit and review yourself on your channel. That's weird. And you shove your TikTok videos down everybody's throat. But listen, watch this back, Betty. Look at the emotional toll you are bringing on yourself. I see it. And I don't know you, but on YouTube. Girlfriend, you need to give yourself a break. You seriously do. I'm being real serious right now. I'm not being funny. Trying to be funny. No. Girl, take a break. Unplug. It's okay. You didn't vet the information and it's got you. You're pissed, but you're more pissed that you got called out for it. And now you got to try to save face and you're nervous as hell.
Just vanished. He disappeared. So we're going to need, help in that case.
Are you going to do a video? Or are you going to take down the videos about the shirt? The rumors, misinformation you spread about the shirt in Riley's case? Are you going to make a video correcting any of that information? No, you won't. But you're often right, huh, Betty? Gotcha.
So if anybody would like to assist, please assist. If you have a way to contribute flyers, signs, anything that can help bring awareness to this,
hey,
if you have that ability, if you have a sign company, please consider sending those resources.
She chooses who is a victim and who is not. You're right. Should never be allowed near any case. She should be all right. Yeah, I know. Hey, Wishful, how are you doing? Yeah, I know. It's a brick wall. But, she does watch herself. So, yeah. She needs to really watch herself. But this is
it. If you don't know how,
Betty, either this is how Betty deals with it. And if you go back and check, you'll see that this is how she deals with it. Instead of, hey, I was wrong. I should have vetted it first. I took the time to make a thumbnail and everything and post it before I went live. But I couldn't take that 2 seconds to verify the information. That would have required some common sense.
Reach out to me. I'm going to be going out there next week. If we can get some stuff here, I'll take them with me. So whatever you guys want to give me, I am going to be going out to that area. I'm looking for any kind of donations related to everything Sebastian.
Wow.
Sebastian Rogers related. Signs, magnets, flyers, anything. So if you guys could do that, that would be great. I know we have, I know that like in Georgia, we had a sign company that prepared us, signs on little posts to stick in the ground. It was great, and they delivered them right to us. Not expecting any of that or anything like that, but if we can have something like that, I will definitely go. You guys know me. I'm a worker. So when I get out there, when my feet hit the ground, I
No
work
comment.
nonstop from the time I get there to the time I leave. There is no leisure time for me. So if we need to get out there, we need to work. I'm one of those people that go out there and hit it as hard as I can.
Betty, he's been missing for how many days now? Why, if you're so worried and you really wanted to help, why have you not done anything until next week? Instead of spread misinformation. Serious question.
And when I'm ready to drop, I come home. So if you guys would like to assist in any way, if you'd like to meet me out there, if anything that you guys would like to do, I'm going to leave that up to you. Once I get my schedule more in line of where I'm going to be going, what my first stop's going to be, where I'm planning on proceeding. I have to look at maps. I have to look at paths to travel. I have to look at areas that I think might be conducive for a good search. So if you guys are interested in doing that, or you're in the Tennessee area, or even some of the creators out there, the collaborators, listen, guys, I know that when we first came out here on YouTube, everybody didn't understand why we're going out to these cases and everything like that. It's because
Betty, you're going to be a crime tourist, is what you're going to do. You'll go take pictures and video yourself for your content. You are a crime tourist, Betty.
They need help, and we know they need help. And so we came under a heavy scrutiny, heavy fire from a lot of people on social media about the way we do our work. But you know what? We're here to inspire. And I just found out.
Betty, it's not work. Stop it. It's not work. You're delusional. You need a break. Did you do your $10,000 GoFundMe yet? That's insanity. And now you want this trip financed. Gotcha. Okay. Do you, boo.
That the Pascal show actually went out to the Riley Strain case. We're getting people out from behind their computers to really...
Betty, it has nothing to do with you. It has nothing to do with you. Why do you think you're the end all be all? You think because a bigger creator than you decided to go out somewhere, it was because of you? Girl.
Bring this kind of stuff to people and really be impactful and really help. Having your body out there versus being behind a computer. You're there. You trust me, when you're around, you can't help but to work. You can't help but to search. I want as many creators out there on the ground as possible because we have eyeballs. And when we have eyeballs, we have cameras. And when we have cameras, we have more eyeballs on those cameras looking at every little thing that we're missing. There's somebody on that other side of the computer slowing it down and looking at every little thing and letting us know while we're boots on the ground that go back and look at this or go back and look at that, or hey, go over here and check this out or go over there. You don't get that standing behind
you think you're clever because you changed it up to say boots on the ground. Same difference, Betty. You don't have an original thought in your mind ever. Your name was taken from someone else. Your boots on the ground was taken from someone else. There's no originality to you at all. But okay. And what do you mean trust you? Are you kidding? Are you serious? Betty, they want, when they've got search teams going on, is when they want searchers. What they don't want and what they don't need is someone like you going down there mucking up the case. That's what they don't need. They don't need you possibly interfering with a witness, Betty, a potential witness. You can't help yourself. And they don't need the misinformation being spread about. I want to know how you're help. How's that helping? Because those are the things you do. So please tell me how you're helping. I'll listen and I'll wait. I'll be waiting.
Your computer. So I was absolutely floored and flabbergasted
Absolutely
that we saw
floored.
the Pascal show out there. That
Oh,
I've
that's a
never
loud
seen.
motorcycle.
So, we are inspiring creators to do more.
That was 2 blocks
Right?
away.
We
Holy
are
shit, that's
inspiring
loud.
creators to do more. I really would like to think that the Three Musketeers, and you know who they were and are, kind of pioneered this in our lives on YouTube, and pushing the ball forward in reporting and newsworthiness stories. So I really think that we started something. I'm seeing it getting momentum
Oh
behind
my
it,
lord.
and I'm kind of surprised and shocked. I mean, what can I say? Good work.
What did you start? Betty, people were being crime tourists before you came to YouTube, dear. You started nothing other than what not to do. You started to show everyone how to interfere, how to be a heckler, how to dox and threaten, how to go after victims and families. Yeah, you've done a lot. You're right, you've done a lot.
Good work.
Oh my! It
All
has
right,
nothing
so
to do
getting
with
on
you.
to the Sebastian Rogers case.
Oh my God, Betty! It has nothing. You didn't start anything. Number one, didn't Dolly and them were already out there when you joined? Molly and them. That's how you all met up. Yeah, stop it. You started nothing, and it's not because of you. And I bet you if we'd asked Pascal, he'd probably just bust out laughing. Who? He probably don't know the hell you are.
So let's go through the factual information first.
Hey there, waitress.
Okay? So everybody is up to date on all the facts that we have them as we know them. If I'm missing,
if I may, here are a few problems that become very likely in some cases. The real-time search info shared is not only shared with the public live, but it is also being shared with the suspects. True. Very true. Yep. And the people that do have information that don't want to talk, they know what's going on. Yep. You got it that way. J-Dub. She has never, not once, not once propelled a case forward with her antics. FBI, TBI, the Cajun Navy, set local law enforcement no, she's headed their way. Yeah, she's not. Yeah, she is. Yeah, you notice how she's name dropping that, Amberly? Yeah. She thinks she's an investigator. She truly thinks she's one. Look at that face. You notice how she went from being all shook up when she first started her live at the beginning? Because that's Betty's MO. She knows she screwed up. She's not going to own it. She's going to backtrack on it and talk around it like she tried to talk out of it. And she'll act like nothing happened, just like she did. Until she can settle her nerves. And then she goes in with the fake cackle and stuff.
Something, let me know. Before we get started, I just want to say good morning to my beautiful people. Sonia, first, but briefly go through this. If I miss you, I'm sorry. Good morning. The real me too. God bless you. Good morning to you. Bright up all Pebbles. I see Taryn. It's nice to see you. Guidance. Good morning. Just Deb. Maria. It's nice to see you as well. Lisbeth. It's great to see you up in the house this morning. Trouble. I know this is just a blanket. Good morning, SSD. Linda Lou. I hope your Ashton Rogers case has a lot of twists and turns to it. There's a lot of people pointing fingers at each other. There's a lot of social media.
No, that's you guys doing that.
At the stepfather and the stepmother. We want to just know what's going on, and we would love to bring Sebastian Rogers home and bring him home safely. However, he has been missing since almost a month. And the idea that he's been out there for a month without food and water, without his medication, without a clean bath or clothes, it's becoming very frightful. Now, we see the mother of
Betty, you couldn't last a month without food and water. Just saying.
Riley Strain, and we see the mother of Sebastian Rogers. Now, Sebastian Rogers' mom is almost in a daze and in a trance, and she seems upset. But again, oh, Jules, good morning. I don't know how to take this family because I just feel like
Don't
Chris
matter.
Proudfoot, he's in the Navy. I mean, his financing, let's just put it like this. He got veteran financing. He had 0% financing on his home. So he's definitely qualifies to get VA loans, which is a minimum of 2 years in the military. We don't know how long he was actually in the military, but he does say that he is a Navyman. He was with the U.S. Navy. And if that's the case, was he ever trained in, counterterrorism tactics, such as being able to, deceive a polygraph, do countermeasures for polygraph examinations? Because he's proclaiming he passed his polygraph test, that him and his wife passed their polygraph test. They're saying that the lights that were possibly in the backyard were nothing more than signs that were reflecting light, is what I'm hearing. And so I've been very conflicted with this case because I like the behavior panel, but the last two cases, predominantly Jennifer Soto's breakdown with them, as well as the Rogers parents.
Yeah, she's not going to.
Proudfoots, Chris and Katie Proudfoot. I didn't agree with them on either one of their assessments. I agreed in part with Jen Soto because, yes, I do believe she was deceptive, and that was what the point of the behavior panel was, is decide whether she was deceptive. So in part, I did believe she was deceptive. However, with the information that I had, such as Stefan being a predator, such as Stefan doing other, and her having mental illness, I applied those factors when assessing the deception and stuff like that. Does that mean anything? No, it doesn't mean jack shit. But
Betty, you're just talking a bunch of hogwash because you don't know how to assess any of that, Betty. You forget, we read your court filings. We know how smart you are. We watch your videos. You don't have the capabilities or the know-how to assess any of that.
What I'm trying to say is I just applied different. So that's why I say I agree with him in part on Jennifer Soto. But when it came to this case here, the Rogers, the Proudfoot parents, I totally disagreed with their assessment altogether. I like they got the behaviors, the shrugs, the this, the that,
I don't know who she's talking about. I mean, I know who she's talking about. I know they have a channel, but I've never watched them. But from what I understand, and I don't know if I'm right or not, they're educated in their fields. They're just not Betty's. She makes you mad. Yeah, she does. They just showed suspects where to move a body to, as it is already marked clear now. Allegedly, technically. Now it has to be monitored or searched again in the future and will be questionable until the remains were found. They are not as important as where they are. The live cameras need to go. Look, she wears a emoji in front of her jacket. She's announcing to the world she accomplishes shit. These men are masters in their field. Have they gotten it wrong? Sure. Still, she's as dumb as a box of rocks and blocks anyone who's intelligent enough to stand toe-to-toe with her. Yeah, she won't. You can't disagree with her. You're called a hater and you're blocked. Hey, Remy, being a parent of not high-functioning autistic child wondering elopement is a daily fear. 50% of autistic people will either run away or go missing before the age of 17. Wow. Yeah, she has no idea about autism, and it pissed me off. She calls it an illness or a disease. She has no clue what she's talking about. And the things she said, I wanted to just jump through the screen and, well, I think that was one of the few times I was so frustrated with her that I wanted to, just shake her and say, Jesus God, at least Google something. She gets, and I don't blame the police in the Soto case for not jumping, because people like Betty are demanding, and Betty said it, I reviewed it, she demanded that the police give her details. It's not her business. And they're building their case. They want to make sure, let them do their job. I like it when they need to hold things back. Sometimes it can be frustrating that they do, but I get why they do. She'll never get why they do. She thinks they owe her the details. She thinks she actually is owed that information, and she's not. 25% will be gone long enough to raise concern. It is not an illness, it's an intellectual disability. Exactly. Oh, I reamed her, Remy.
The involuntary movements as they're talking, but they kept giving them excuses for doing it.
And I thought that those guys, that's what, from what I've heard of the channel, I'm going to check it out now that, I want to see it for myself what they had to say. But I know I've heard that they're all, highly educated in their fields. And yeah, no one's going to get it 100% right. But from what everyone tells me, and from what I've heard of them, they're pretty good about it. Yeah. So I want to go check them out. I want to see what. Betty's not going to agree with anybody that doesn't exactly think the way she does. And if you don't, then she's going to say that, like she did with these people. Only I think she's afraid to really go at them, so she's being careful with her words.
I don't know if I've ever seen them do that before. But it was like they almost went out of their way to excuse the mom and stepdad for these odd behaviors that I would deem red flags and deceptive. However, again, these are professionals. And so I try to, and not only that, but Chase Hughes, the love of God, is the one that I've been reading books about and studying under. You know what I'm saying? So, you're talking about somebody that I highly respect. I've read his books.
Studying what that, I don't, okay. Okay.
I study body language, by myself. I didn't go to college or school or university. I don't want to deceive anybody. But Chase Hughes has a course, and you can actually physically go there, or you can purchase some books. Well, one of my subscribers, which is no longer, she doesn't even like me anymore because she's effing nuts, and I didn't realize
she's effing nuts.
But she ended up getting me this book, and so I've been reading it. She seemed really nice.
Okay, so Betty got a book from a subscriber who is now effing nuts because she doesn't like her anymore. And she hasn't even read the book. She said she did, and she studies under him. No, someone brought her a book. One of her subs brought her a book, and she probably read the first 3 pages because she said, now she's saying I'm just reading. If you listen to Betty, Betty tells on herself. And she clearly said she studies under him, She don't study under him. She's so full of shit. Hey, Catherine. Lady K Talks, cool name. Yeah, she is offensive.
Did all this artwork and stuff like that, but it's like if I didn't give her my attention, she went freaking crazy. Like every time I gave her my phone number, big mistake. I had to block her because she wouldn't leave me alone. Like she's effing nuts. She's effing nuts. And I hope she gets help for that.
Something tells me she didn't agree with Betty.
That's what started out my whole thing with this whole body language because I had my bullshit detector, right? And I'm not talking about my bullshit button. I'm talking about.
Oh Lord!
I don't know if you guys.
Whoever bought her that should be ashamed.
All right, so it
The back cover.
Getting on with the Sebastian Rogers case and them, I believed that
Is that a
I
doodle
was on the
emoji
fence.
on
I
her
didn't know what
chest?
to believe. I was listening to
Yeah.
these people that I trusted, that I
I
highly
think-
respect and everything, and they are just giving these people passes after passes after passes after passes, right? And so I'm just scratching my head saying, okay,
I'm telling you, I'm not seeing things.
Here.
See, you guys, this is the second person that said something in chat, so I know I'm not seeing things. That button she has on her jacket has a pile of poop in the middle, don't it? I'm not crazy. See, I thought maybe the gummy was a bit, but yeah.
Right? I've got a lawsuit going, I've got 5 cases going. I'm building Twitter, I'm building TikTok, I'm building Instagram, I'm building YouTube, I'm building 3 channels on YouTube, 2 channels on TikTok, and it's just like I am consumed with work all day long. Maybe I just
Betty, no, you don't. You stream the same shit on everything, and you stream it all at the same time. I don't understand YouTube. They're going to let her monetize a third channel with the same content? I think YouTube might catch on to that. They're not going to, she's playing the same exact thing on everything. That's what I thought. I don't even want to know why she has that on. It matches her lanyards. They're a piece of shit too. But you're not busy, Betty. You do one live and you stream it at the same time on all your platforms. Stop it. Stop. And you don't have to have all these channels. You choose to. Why do you need 3 YouTube channels? You can't carry one. You put the same exact content on every channel. On your TikTok, your Instagram, your Twitter, everything. It's all the same. So don't act like you're doing all this different stuff.
So busy, I'm missing social cues. I'm just so much under pressure that I'm missing it. And I keep going back and wondering what the heck.
If it's so much pressure, then you chose to have all these channels. You can choose to stop them. That's your greediness showing, Betty. You're trying to get everything monetized, thinking you're going to rake in all this money. You're not, Betty. Because you're streaming the same crap. You get that? Okay.
How did I miss? What did I miss? What did I miss? What did I miss? What did I miss? Right?
And do you think you have subs that will buy memberships to 3 of your channels just to watch the same content? I don't know. That's a lot to ask of people, man.
I'm looking at this and I'm like, I don't think I'm missing anything. I think the behavior panel got it wrong. I'm sorry. Call me crazy. Many people do. Many people do. Right? Gotta get some effects here.
Make paper binders. Oh, Lord.
So I'm sitting here and I keep looking at it and I look at her and you go back and you start analyzing and overanalyzing crap. I can't overanalyze anything. Okay, I just can't do it. I'll watch it 1 or 2 times, maybe 3 times. I find out when I overanalyze something, I start seeing shit that ain't there. Okay, and anybody that does that to themselves, just stop. It's a waste of time. I'm telling you, it's just a waste of time. Don't overanalyze anything because you start seeing shit that ain't there. So I've watched this a couple times. I give myself a break and then I watch it again. And I'm looking at it and I'm wondering, am I missing any cues? And I'm looking at his behavior. I'm looking at his face. I'm looking at how he's looking over at her. And I'm looking at some of the expressions on his face. And it's really crazy because there's sometimes when I look at him and he almost has a disgusted look on his face when it comes to her. But I digress and we'll go to those things. But we're going to pay attention to
Betty, you don't. Oh my. Betty, you are not qualified, trained, nor experienced to be making those kind of judgment calls, Betty. You really aren't. Oh my Lord.
Of the interview, we're gonna have to listen to a commercial.
How does she go from anger to giggling, fake emotions? Maybe the behavior panel should analyze her. I thought about asking them. Now she's not going to see that twin thing. That would require her to look. What? The ThreadX you just sent me? Oh, trying to defend what JLR does is actually an activist content creator channel and not a journalism. Yeah, okay. Hey, Chris. I'm going to show that in a minute.
But we're going to listen to what their statements were when they first stated what happened that morning. And then we're going over to Olivia's and listening to the first few minutes of Olivia's interview with them, because to me, there's some glaring differences there. And I'm always looking to find out if a story changes, and if it does, how much, right? Is it a minor issue? Is it something that was forgotten? You know? So let's just look at this. Let's listen to this. I want to get focused only on it. When we get to the part, because I don't know where it's at, when we get to the part in here where they start focusing on that day, I'm going to stop, rewind, and remind you this is the part we're going to focus on. And then we'll pop right over. I already know where it is in our videos. I just didn't remember where it was on here. And I wasn't going to sit here and hunt for it. We can do it all right here live on Facebook. Wow, that's really horrible. Hold on a second. There it goes.
How would you describe the situation right now? How are you coping?
Okay, I want to fast forward.
Okay, same way. I see kind of similar personalities and behaviors in their body language and stuff like that. Just their demeanor, the mannerism, if that makes sense. Demeanor and mannerism. Let me say it that way. And I see Riley Strain's mother and her unknown of where her son was and how grief-stricken she couldn't control herself. She was so scared and nervous where her son could be and what could have happened to her son, that she was physically inconsolable. Every time she talked, she shook, she was emotional, she was crying, she couldn't control it. She was scared, she was terrified, she had this gut feeling that something ain't right. That was Riley Strain's mom. And then you come over here and you're looking at this mother. And at the time, I didn't look at these things because, you know, at the time, I'm seeing emotional parents here. Their child just disappeared. It's not my first assumption to say the parents did it, despite what the echo chambers say. So I'm listening to this. So I'm not noticing these things, but as things go on, you got to look at them. And their behaviors thereafter. We're going to even get into some behaviors on Smiley's rule, because there was some odd behavior there too. Taking the focus off Sebastian, putting it directly on him. He's worried about what people think of him. Listen, I'm Bullhorn Betty. I do a lot of shit. If I worried about what everybody was thinking and saying about me, I wouldn't be able to do my job. You know what I'm saying? And not only that, he's in the Navy. When did a Navy man give a rat's ass what somebody thought about them? You know? My uncle will make a scene somewhere. He don't care. So I'm just, you know, and so that tells me that he has this need, like, his image is important. Like, his image is super, super important to him. And so that's a problem for me, because why is your image so important to you? When you have people that are absolutely all about image, all about this, it always makes me wonder why, because it tells me they have an insecurity about themselves related to them not being so perfect and innocent. So it's like, you know, when I start hearing that, and I hear that from some creators here on this platform too, you know, I used to work with them, always talking about my image and stuff like, I don't care. I don't care. You know, and I want to make sure that that's clear out there, that the reason why people come over here is because I say it like it is. I don't care what people say about me. If I make a mistake, I make a mistake. So what? I'm human. I'm taking this notion away that people have to be perfect in our society. We are not perfect human beings. None of us are. But how imperfect are some? Some are a lot more imperfect than others. And we have to start looking at these things.
That's your some. Your some. Hey, Revival. Oh. Some are concerned with how they are portrayed because the media spin things. And that's why the parents are going around on these panels. I get it. I do. But sometimes I wish they'd be more selective on where they go. Because, you know, the lab went hard at the stepdad. She's trying to convince herself. And Remy, we got to buy each other a drink. We got it right. We said it at the same time.
With a clinical eye pride when we're looking at this family, because now that I have a mom that's grief-stricken, has unknowns about her child in just a few miles away from this mom here, and I see differences in this mom's behavior for that mom's behavior, it makes me stop and say, that's just me personally. But what we
No, you can't do that, Betty, because everybody reacts differently. So, yeah, you're wrong there too.
know about the facts of the case is that he went missing. According to the mother, she woke up at 6 a.m.
Yeah, she doesn't care what anybody says, but yet she's in court because of what people say. Yep, exactly.
When she went into his room, he was not there. She doesn't know why he walked out of the house.
Yeah, see, I don't agree. The runway truth, I agree with you. I don't think searches should be filmed. When I went on the Kaylee Anthony searches, when Tim and his crews were here, nobody had their phones out filming shit. Okay, you searched. It wasn't about walking around filming yourself, not actually looking and complaining the whole time for 17 minutes like this thing does for content. No one was filming anything. And we had strict rules. We had to stay in our lines. I mean, it was very well organized. You had to have the proper, clothing on. You had to have water, You may. We may. I wasn't. Don't take this the wrong way when I say it, but I was on those search teams, a couple of them, and I have found I've dealt with death plenty, both professionally and in my personal life. But that was one time I honestly didn't want to be the one. I was okay with not being the one. I was more than okay with it because I knew eventually her remains would be found. I mean, who didn't, And I don't know. That case, I don't know. It broke my heart. And the bitch got away with it.
I don't know why she thinks he walked out of the house. The door was locked. There's no evidence of him walking out of the house. Then we have the searchers come in. Now, mind you, these are the professional searchers because, from my understanding, they didn't really want any non-certified searchers there at the beginning of the search, which, when you're looking for a kid, who gives a shit? But I digress.
You have to, Betty, they actually showed us things, and there was actually experienced people in every one of the lines. But you had sticks because, so you could, walking sticks they're called, but, you had on the right boots. It's Florida. We have snakes everywhere. There's things you have to follow what they tell you. Betty, you're not capable of that. That's why you may have registered for that search for that little boy that you spent a whole 17 and a half minutes looking for, complaining and filming the whole time, not actually looking for anybody. You were so deflated when that boy was found because you just were starting to spout off about how you thought it was the parents. And you were disappointed that he was found. That was so evident. But I don't think you actually joined the search team because you were way out by yourself, and that don't happen. You found there's a line. Yeah. No one's by themselves. Just saying. You're not that far away from other searchers. You're all within a distance. It was, yeah. And you was pretty far out there away, too. So, just saying. You do need to pay attention. You do need to be in a group. You do need to have somebody with experience that knows what the hell they're doing. Certified and trained, like Tim's teams. Yeah, I like that.
But even the searchers, the professional searchers that were out there said, look, we usually get something by now. We've got nothing. We don't even have hits. Nowhere. As if he didn't even walk out of his house. What? They don't even have hits to confirm that this boy walked out of his house? Touched the door? How is that possible? it was right then when those searchers started saying that publicly and to not to law enforcement, to mainstream media, everybody started. Is that Ricky? Do I see Ricky?
Oh.
Hey, Ricky, it's nice to see you. My
Believe everything you read on Facebook groups, Betty, and Reddits. I know. You run with that information. Okay.
I hope you're having a great day. I've been watching you, killing it. Your music. Love you, my friend. So when you hear this, I think that's when the focus started looking at parents.
Yeah, she's doing the Reddits and the Facebook groups. She runs with those rumors and those conspiracy theories and the out the wall wacko stuff. They haven't publicly released anything. This is Betty's Reddits and Facebook groups that she stalks, looking for information and runs with it.
So you're telling me he disappeared, the front door was locked, mom doesn't know what happened to him, did not see him walk away, just assumes he walked away, and now we have searchers in the area saying that they didn't even get the hit from his front door? What? So again, none of this stuff made sense.
Betty, I don't want to do true crime with you, but I'm going to end up doing it. I just know it because I can't. I'm going to have to start really studying these cases so I can come right back at you. I wish you'd do the Karen Reed case because I know that damn case like the back of my hand. I'm so far in that rabbit hole I can't get out. But, you know.
And of course, we have news crews coming in here, and this was one of their first interviews that we've got up right now. And this is what Katie said of that morning that Sebastian Rogers disappeared. Oh, that's impossible, Ricky. That's impossible. I'm going to be in Tennessee. I know.
Betty, how come you constantly go to Tennessee? I mean, you constantly go to Tennessee. Wonder why? Huh? You can milk more cases there? Because you're going to go back to, milking anything you can. You need that $10,000, remember? You want to go live in Idaho for 6 weeks. It's not going to cost you $10,000, Betty. It's a college town. They have monthly rentals. If you're going to be there 6 to 8 weeks, common sense is you're going to want to find an efficiency or something. It's not going to cost you 10 grand.
I've got to go. I'm going to try. You know how my trying is. I am horrible at trying when I try to get to some place when it's not on the schedule. But I still have to go see Turkey Man. And I know you're there, and I was supposed to meet you down in Florida when you were here recording, and I didn't get a chance to. So I am going to try. I'm getting the car back, and I need to make sure that that the $1,700 was well spent. So I'm gonna work the car out and just make sure the mechanic did everything right. Hopefully I get it back Monday. Keep our fingers crossed. Say a prayer for me, guys, because I'm going to go crazy if I have to stay in the house one more minute past Monday. I'm climbing the walls. Okay? I have not left my house. I am Basement Betty. Basement Betty. So their stories didn't make sense, and I think that's when we started looking. This is the video where we noticed scrap.
Done a couple on Hills' panel. Hills in the Air about Karen Reed. Yeah, I might, because I do know I have all the info, and I'm deep in all the Twitter stuff too with the Karen Reed case and the Turtle Boy crap.
On Chris's arm. He explains him at Smiley's World. I don't know if I believe him, because at first he's like, oh, what are you talking about? You're talking about this? And then it's like, you could see him processing the information and trying to find the way to answer how he got the scratches on his arm, as they were asking him. Like, you could literally see the gears turning in his head as to how to answer this question. So no, I don't believe his answer with the scratches. And it's very concerning to me, because I believe if this happened, he wouldn't have came through the front door. He would have snuck around the back. And even if the scratches were from an altercation or something, maybe it was from him moving something heavy. Oh, Southern Grammy.
What?
I don't think did I sing to you? I didn't sing to you because it was just in the last month. You were in the hospital for your birthday. Maybe I'll sing to you later. Maybe I'll get my goofy hat for your Bullhorn Betty late birthday.
724 is the Pennsylvania area code? I know 814 is. Hey Wendy, that's just her Google number, the free Google number that you can use. That's what that is. Exactly. I don't have an autistic child. If I did, it wouldn't mean I know anything about someone else's child. Exactly. Yeah. Kids are escape artists. They sure are. And they learn modeling, yeah.
Aw, thank you, Jen. God bless you
Okay.
as well.
I'm from Pennsylvania.
All right, so let's get back to this, and then we'll go.
Hey, Gina
I've got
Marie.
to find the spot that they have where they talk about that morning, because we're gonna, as soon as we get to that spot, we're gonna dovetail back over to Chronicles of Olivia. And she doesn't know where. A lot of the times, there's been times that I've had.
I can't hear what she. I can't listen to her.
Many other.
Go out these parents. I can't do it.
Virgin's name, but when it came to this family, literally 1 week later, they're like, "Oh, you know, that's okay. She's just distraught." I can't even remember what they said. But this news reporter is literally coaxing this person, coaxing these mom and stepdad about, hey, you want to keep hope alive, right? I mean, that's part of the messaging, isn't it? It's like, and the behavior panel gave that a free pass and said whatever they said, but whatever it was in the favor of these parents.
Where?
Oh yeah. Always. He's gonna walk through that door, and the street will be flooded again with family and relatives all waiting to hug and love him. And
That boy's gonna have more friends than he knows what to do with when he comes home.
I don't understand that either. That's not just the weird laugh. It's like, why are they surrounded by friends? It's like they're envisioning this perfect life when he walks back through that door or whatever, or trying to envision that perfect life for the audience. I didn't quite get the whole friend thing. And
what do you mean? Get the Betty? It's her child. She's going through one of the worst things to her. What are you talking about? People are going to be happy when he comes home, and there's something wrong with that, because Sebastian asked for friends for Christmas. A-hole. Yeah, but don't tell her that. Hey, Infamous. The mom was in the military for several years, and she is trained in MMA. It's north of Pittsburgh before you go to Erie, Butler, Cranberry Township. No way! Newcastle, Slippery Rock, the area PA 724. Okay. I know exactly where all that places are. Wasn't far from Butler. Erie. Used to go in Lake Erie all the time. Oh no, you post away, Runway Truth. Go for it. I enjoy the comments. Hey K-Mask, good to see you. She thinks Tennessee will provide her another case like Summer Wells, lining her pockets, giving her another target for her anger. Parents. Florida cases need exposure though. Yeah, she won't talk about what's in her backyard. She needs another cash cow. Because when she's so obsessed with the more friends thing. Betty, oh my God. You really don't pay attention to nothing, do you? I think the mother's already clarified the friend situation, Betty, but I'm not going to tell you, because then you'll have it instead of you having to look it up for yourself, or one of your mods looking it up for you. Do you ever think maybe the kid asked for friends? I don't know, Betty. Just saying. Maybe you ought to do a little research. Actually, listen to the interviews you play.
And he'll know what to do with when he walks through the door. I don't know what I think about all that. It just seems like very, very odd things to be talking about.
What is odd about it? She knows her child. You don't. It's her child that's missing. That's a mother not giving up hope that her baby's coming home. There's nothing odd about it.
Here for Sebastian Rogers is for me personally, but you know what? Again, I've been interviewed 1,000 times, and there are some weird conversations that you
I
guys
agree,
probably look at
Quentin.
me and say, huh?
I pray for it too, but as time goes by, but I still won't. I'm still hoping. Where could he be all this time? And of course, Betty's going to be late going there in person to do her crime tourist thing.
You know, it just happens. So I don't know what part of that is just nervousness by being interviewed for the first
Oh
time,
my
or
God.
that is truly, just odd behavior.
So
It's not odd
here we are,
behavior.
8 days now searching for him.
This is 8 days. This mother is not, she walked out. She's not begging for anything. Is my problem. She's not longing.
Oh my
She doesn't appear to be
Lord.
longing. Like when we looked at Riley Strain's mom, she was longing to see and touch her child. She was not willing to even go back home to Missouri without her child. And I just, we're playing tit for tat here. Found several notebooks at Connie's house that contain information about these cases. She was really into her missing children. Oh my gosh, this must be Connie's sister. Well, it's nice to see you. Thank you. I would love to see those or speak.
What? How's this last caller? The way she relates to them being stuck at home with an illness or not being able to get out. She said if she wants an ice cream and without a car, she can relate. Oh my God. Betty, you can't compare the two because people handle situations differently. Nobody's going to handle it the same way. I'm sorry, but in my opinion, this mother's distraught. Her child's missing. What do you want her to do? She's not reacting enough for you to suit you? Who the hell are you to tell someone how to feel? You're not a mom. You'd have no idea.
About that. Thank you so much for keeping us updated. If you want to, you can reach out to me.
No, they cannot be.
And I know we were chatting a little bit on Messenger, but if you want to reach out to me on bullhornbetty at gmail.com, I'll give you my phone number and we can just chat. I hope everything's going well for your family. And
oh Lord, the killer cat's up.
My condolences.
Hi,
Connie
Sir
Branch was a
Duke.
valued member here on the Coffee Club. She was a Coffee Club family member. And, we were with her through a lot of ups and downs. She, let's get this off them.
You want to go in and eat?
Lost her husband and then lost her son, like within a year apart.
You
and then
want
she
to
had to go
and
out to California because she was so lonely and she wanted to spend some time with her other son and their family. And, she just wasn't happy there. And so she wanted to come back and she came back home and we wake up one day and she's gone. And it was very unexpected for us. It was very unexpected for her family. She was loved. She always loved calling into the show. She always loved being part of the Coffee Club family. And so it's a real loss to the true crime community, in my opinion. She was a very nice woman, and she was always so fun to talk to on the phone. I mean, she was, right? She was just fun. She was a fun person. So I never got an opportunity to meet her in person, even though we always had made plans to do so. So just a missed opportunity on my part, and that I'll forever, forever regret. So, but thank you for keeping us updated. I really do appreciate it. All right, so I think we're going to start getting into some of the conversations related to Sebastian Rogers here. So let's just see what we got going.
They just want to capitalize on getting cash for their pockets as if they are using the money to help fresh cases. They aren't legit investigators, at least not that I've seen. It's sickening. Yeah, they're crime tourists, or AKA tragedy pimps.
On.
Walk us through that Sunday night.
Okay, so this is where we got confused on the Sunday. Okay, so this is going to be the Sunday leading up to the day that he disappeared. We're getting to the point where he disappeared at this moment. So I'll stop it again.
Do you know how many times she showed this already? Betty should be one that gets nailed for reused content, because do you know how many times she's went over this interview already? She does the same thing with the Idaho 4 case. She will review the same thing 20 times over. It's crazy.
To the statement she made. Let's listen.
That he went missing. So walk us through. We've got so many people who really want to.
This is Sunday night, guys. Remember, this is Sunday night. She's going to talk about what they did leading up to Monday morning.
We were out and about that day. We were having a really good weekend. We got home. Everything was pretty normal. He was playing in his room. When I told him to go to bed, he did. He said, "Good night, Mom. I love you."
And that laugh, That laugh is another thing that I thought was odd that led me to believe that these parents were being untruthful. And another thing that made me second.
They're being untruthful because she laughed. Because probably he's 15. He probably gives her a hard time when it's bedtime. Heck, my 8.5-year-old will give me, I'm not sleepy. I can't go to sleep. I'm like, girl, you've been there 30 seconds. 2 minutes later, she's sound asleep. But that's normal. Maybe, doesn't go to bed that easy for her. And she was just, she's making, oh my gosh. True crime community used to be a way for people to work through the evil of the human condition, trying to understand why some are so depraved. That isn't what it is these days. No, it's not. It's absolutely insane. Her and Laura are the same, acting like they're so oblivious to the way that they are, so hypocritical and contradictory to everything they say. Yeah, Laura cracks me up. She says, I don't say that. I don't ever talk about her. I don't talk about her money. I don't talk about what she's making. Yes, she does all the time. She can't do a live without bringing up Queen Bee. She's always, and she watches the hell out of Queen Bee. You can catch her saying it. She'll say, well, I only watch part of it. Oh, then she'll say, but I don't watch her. She does so. And Laura, it's none of your business how many subs she has, how many memberships she has, or how much money she makes. It's none of no one's business what anybody makes. I tease Betty about, but I don't ask her. I don't never say, oh, well, she's making this, she's making that. You telling people that someone's making $15,000 to $20,000 a month, girl. But see, that's what I mean. It's all okay for Laura because, hey, well, everybody knows that's how Laura is. So what? That don't make it okay. It don't make it okay. Not in my book.
Guess myself because the behavior panel again blew that laugh off and explained it.
Please.
Totally back up.
How did this happen?
Okay.
So
I won't
step
interrupt.
through that night.
We were out and about.
Yeah, I can see that with some. The runway truth. I see that with some. Place areas. I've come to the conclusion that they gaslight themselves. Yeah.
We were having a really good weekend. We got home. Everything was pretty normal. He was playing in his room.
Oh, January, mine too.
Anything? Something to drink or anything? Need some tea?
No, I'm good right now. Thanks though.
They're good. They had a bowl of goodies and they're eating an orange. They're good.
They're eating again? Oh my gosh, they're gonna get belly aches. Yeah, my son will do that. And my daughter, I'll just tuck her in. And she'll say, Mommy Kathy, I'm not tired though. I'm not sleep. I can't go. Girl, you've been there. It's not even in that bed 30 seconds. And then by the time I go over and get her brother tucked in and come back, most of the time she's out sleeping. Just think. But they're not tired. And because that mom giggled and Betty didn't like the giggle, she's a liar. That pissed me off.
He said, good night, Mom. I love you. Say good night to his puppies. A little bit later, I wound up going to bed.
Yeah, that's true.
When I woke him up for school, he wasn't there.
I don't think. I guess. But no, I'm sorry, but I don't think it's cool to ask your subs to pay for a $3,000 camera. Or a new computer that you then turn around and send back and buy a TV, a big screen TV and some other crap with. Or to keep, I don't know. I mean, if they want to, yeah, I guess. I don't know. It's the begging for cigarette money and crying that you're so hungry and you don't have nothing to eat. It's just things, if you really do, if that's the case, then by all means. But I don't know. I guess there's a fine line. I just don't think that. I think Laura's just envious, honestly. She wishes she could bring in. She just wishes. That's just my opinion, though.
Realized I had my mic on, or my mic off. I want you guys to.
It's the pretense I've seen just throwing dollars at people, not for work, but for sensationalization of others' misery. I don't know. It seems immoral. There's some, like I said, if you're going to have a decent channel, and had I not been busy today, I would have had that live recorded, and I could have showed the whole thing. But I'll get it, just like I got the last one. That's is not clever. But some of the key points were shown in Hill's video. But I should have done better. I should have made time somehow and recorded that. That's my own fault. But if you're going to put the work in, yeah. But asking for people to send you on vacations all over the place to fake them and tell them it's about the true crime case when you're really going to a Trump rally? Yeah, no. I don't know.
To realize that we're about to get into when she woke up that morning, because she's saying that they had a great day. He went to bed, but she woke up. He was not there.
I just think there's a fine line on, I don't know. I can't believe she didn't grip for the car repairs, in all honesty. Master mechanic that she is, See, I'm glad I didn't reach out to her. And no, the dealership still hasn't gotten back to us. And, yeah. So there's that. And, yeah. So I hope Betty has a better situation with her mechanic, because this is a major dealership. And I'm paid a lot more than what she did. Ours was like $3,000. And, yeah, I still have a broken truck. And they have not called me back. So I may have to get loud. I don't like to get snarky with people, but yeah, I'm out of patience with them. Not to mention, they better give me a loaner car this time. I'm not renting a car again for 2 fucking weeks and making 2 car payments to rent a car. I could have made 2 car payments with what that cost for 2 weeks. That's insane.
Let's keep going.
Oh, in your mind, that's usually wrong.
Yeah, she's gonna budget. Yep, and I can do it on I'll sleep in my car, blah, blah, blah. Come on, a lot of that's for them. Yeah. I mean, if people want to give her money to go on these crime tourist vacations, knock yourself out. Just be honest about it, Just be honest about it. I don't know. And that people are feeling sorry for that Joey because of Molly. I don't, not one bit. She has rode this every day since it happened. Because she got a lot more subs. She's getting a lot more views than she ever got. And she gets her Cash Apps and PayPals. She is what I call an e-beggar. Do I believe this story Molly put out there about this? Well, now it's not. It wasn't. It was a Japanese steak restaurant, so it may not have even been sushi. I don't know. I never believed that story. I thought it was ridiculous. But you gotta, now, I followed Molly enough and reviewed her enough to know that there's always a little sprinkle of truth. It's little. It's minute. Very tiny, minute. But there's always that little tiny speck of truth when she goes on one of these tantrums. And if you notice, she stopped. Molly doesn't do that. Molly continues to ride that train. Molly stopped because, she's not going to make no money off Jilly. Come on. She realized that real fast. But if you pay attention to what Jilly says, after saying she knew nothing about a GoFundMe, no one ever talked to her, she blah, 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 blah. She then turns around and says, well, someone did reach out to me about a GoFundMe. Yeah, see, there's always that little tiny speck of truth. I'm not sure what all went down there, but I don't think she's telling it. I don't think she's telling the whole truth. Do I believe that about the part about the food and shit? Hell no. That was ridiculous. Come on, I even up her comment and says, "Girl, come on, no one believes that shit." But I don't know. I don't know.
Around 6 o'clock. So were you instantly thinking something's wrong?
Story. We're going to dovetail over to
Why are you going
we're
to
going to dovetail
Olivia's?
over to Chronicles of Olivia. Let's listen. Pay very close attention here. What she says.
He may just be in the shower.
I took a
in the living
second.
room.
I took a second and walked through the house looking for him in case he'd gotten up and was trying to get breakfast or something, because he did that sometimes. About 3 minutes in, give or take, I was on the phone with my husband and I said, "I can't find him." He said, "What do you mean you can't find him?" I said, "He's not in the house."
Why did she go over to Olivia's to play this?
Morning.
Okay. I don't want.
We had a good time. We were laughing, we were joking. Just censor myself. Holy freaking crap, this can't be happening. Where is my kid?
And you know what she looks like to me? In all fairness, she looks like a battered wife to me. She's just sitting there.
Oh, here we go. You know, she said that about how many mothers now in these cases. She said it about Madeline Soto's mother, Jennifer Soto. She said it about her. She said it about Candace. She says that about every female involved in cases that they're battered. You know why? She's a batterer. Ziggy freaking said what we predicted she was going to say, that she was duped by the interview with the person in the about the Wells boys case. Did she? Someone asked me if I seen what something came out recently about Ziggy and something about foster families or some shit she was talking, and someone asked me if I seen it, you know, because I'm licensed foster, I've been there, done that. That's why I got the two I have now permanently. I don't know who's. I asked where I could see it, but I didn't see. But chat was moving, and I, was doing other things, so I didn't see everything that was said in chat. So I don't know if I got a response or not, because I had I had the kids and stuff. The jerks did a good. It's a good line. Would they mind if I, I don't know how to reach out to them to ask them. Is that the line that where they busted her out for that stuff? That'd be more interesting than Betty. I mean, of course, I'll put their link in the description and share their links in chat. She only owes $600 for property taxes. That's a deal. Hell yeah, that is. That's a good deal. I wish. Yeah, that did. He's connected to this too, isn't he? SF Investigates. Yeah, she's had a hard on for him ever since he wouldn't give her an interview in the Kylie Wadden case. That's where that's all started with him. Okay, I want to show a little bit of that. We're almost done with this. I'm going to bounce over and show. I've heard a lot of good things about it.
Tells me that they're smart enough to get counsel. Why is Sebastian?
Betty, what are you talking about? I haven't heard that they got counsel, that they lawyered up. What are you talking about? And so what if they did seek legal advice? It's a free country, remember?
Go to a therapist. Karen,
or are you talking about that kind of counseling?
So I would think that he has to be on ongoing therapy for his condition, because autistic kids have behavioral issues.
Or are you talking about legal counsel or counseling? There's a difference, and either way, it's none of your business.
Not that it's their fault, but they don't know how to express themselves correctly.
Exactly,
so
Remy.
I would have to think that would be. I would. Everybody I've known.
No, I just think that's her. Her hair is just really thinning. Her hair is really thinning. And She's actually going back to it looks like her natural color. Good for you, Betty. Let your hair get healthy again. Then you can go. Don't go back to using your bucket of bleach. I'm not shading you about none of that. I'm just trying to give you some honest advice. Believe me, I color my hair because I hate that my hair is gray and white. But anymore, it's to the point now where I'm just going to use that blue silver. I'm getting all my hair chopped off Wednesday. Oh, I can't wait. They're chopping off enough for a wig. I'm donating my hair for a wig, and I cannot wait. Um, all the brown that'll be cut out, so I'm just going to use that blue gray, like silver gray color, and so it's not so shocking white. But yeah, it's like light. But let your hair get healthy, and then, honey, bleach away, but let it get healthy. Seriously.
Most of their
I mean,
childhood.
anybody that over bleaches with a bucket of bleach does that to their hair. I've never bleached my hair, so I've never been a blonde. The most I ever did was put some little highlights of different colors in because I was stupid one day. But yeah, that's the extent of it, or covered up the gray. I've never bleached my hair. But when you use buckets of bleach, that happens. You got to give your hair a breather. I'm glad that you are. Now you got to get the ends, trimmed off. Your hair will grow back. It'll just be healthier. Seriously, I'm just trying to give you some honest advice here, Bets. And don't wear a damn button with poop on it. Come on now. How old are you? But okay.
So I don't know if that's just what is required for autistic children or not. Maybe he was dealing with some extra stuff. Maybe it was requested by the school. Sometimes the schools put these requests on the parents, and it's either you do this or you're going to have to take your kid to a different school. Hey Betty, the mother said he didn't spank him with a belt. Then he turned around and said he did. I know. That's the problem I have, Ricky. Is because these, it's one of those things where you want to show that you are going out of your way to prove that the parents aren't responsible. But when I'm going out of my way to prove that they're not responsible, everything.
Betty, guess what? It doesn't matter. At the end of the day, you're not relevant in the case. What you think and these bullshit theories you put out, nope. What matters is what law enforcement thinks and uncovers. And that's who I'll wait to make the judgment, because I don't know what happened. I wasn't there. I'm not ready to accuse these parents of anything, or anyone else for that matter, because I don't know. There's not enough release to make any kind of judgment on anyone. You can't say the parents did anything, Betty. Because, again, you don't know. Just like with Jennifer Soto. I have my thoughts on that. But until law enforcement comes out and says they have some evidence and they're going to charge, what I think don't matter in the case. And I'm not going to sit out here and slam someone without any concrete evidence. A gut feeling is not concrete evidence. You can't charge anybody with that. You can't get a conviction on that. But, sometimes it's best if you just don't say anything, Betty. And you should know that, since you're such a legal eagle. You're that legal beagle down the street. And since you're this world famous social media persona, just saying.
Thing I'm seeing is showing that they are. Now, for me, it's not that I think everybody's going to take what I'm seeing and turn it into what I'm feeling. But I agree with you. It seems like the mother keeps changing the story a little bit. And I keep noticing Chris is always trying to maintain the narrative. He's always interjecting, always overspeaking. Even on Smiley's, somebody had brought that up. And you know what she looks like to me, in all fairness? She looks like a battered wife to me. She's just
oh my God.
doing exactly what she's being told to do.
You know what? Your stupidity never surprises me. Why would you even make a statement like that, Betty? You call yourself an activist. You call yourself someone who sticks up for victims? Betty, you don't have a clue about that woman's life. You don't. You don't have a clue about her husband. You don't have a clue about their child. You don't know. That's some big accusations to throw out, Betty. You got any factual basis for that? Because I've not seen anywhere where there's any kind of abuse going on.
And say, I'm sorry, that's the way I look at her. There's from the very beginning.
Exactly. I mean, she's not going to tell you. I've asked her in comments, how has the story changed? Tell us. What did she change? Her child is missing. There's probably things she's remembering every day that you just, Betty, until you're in her shoes, you can't say what she would be able to say or think or feel. You don't know.
I said that I really think Chris was home at the time. I don't know, just like Don Wells. I believe Don Wells was home.
As a former battered wife, no, she does. She doesn't look like a victim of DV. She looks like a terrified mother. She looks like she's in shock, to be fair. Yeah. Totally distraught. Yes. And I know, like I just said, my feelings don't matter. I'm not law enforcement. I'm not one of the investigators. What I think or feel don't matter. But I will be really surprised, shocked, if this mother ends up being charged with anything. If anything happens. You know what I mean? I don't know. And then I feel the exact opposite with Jennifer Soto. It's weird. But, like I said, it's just my feelings. It has nothing, no bearing, no relevance in the case at all.
I just don't see, because I know construction. You guys know my history. I was in construction work for many years. I owned a handyman business for almost a decade.
You didn't own crap for almost. Will you stop lying to people? Do we need to go back over the history of the business license situation? And it wasn't you. It was your husband. And most of the time, you guys weren't even a couple, Betty. You had a very volatile, short marriage that you slept in separate. You didn't cohabitate the same space, sleeping wise, for many years before he left, Betty. So, ex-husband.
I can do drywall. I can do electrical. I can do plumbing. I can fix the front of my car. I'm not a dumb.
Oh, wait a minute. I thought you said that's because of your dad. I have video clips of you saying it was because of your growing up. Now you're saying it's because of your ex? Yeah, you said you could change fuel pumps, water pumps, all that kind of stuff. But yet you had to send your car to a garage. Okay.
Dumb blonde over here, okay? I have a lot of skills. I've done a lot in my life.
Hey, Miss, very good to see you. Notice how BHB does not show the video she is going off of. She is assuming and none of her business. Oh, yeah, she's not going to show you because that's going to make her look as stupid as the video she took down that she just hid. The one where her thumbnail was Madeline Soho, Jennifer Soto arrested. She hid that video because she knew she was wrong. But, I'll get the video. Somebody has it recorded. I showed Hills. This Hills covered some of the key points in it. But I will get the live, just like I did the last one she tried to hide with the alleged fake Jennifer or Layla Santinello's sighting. Yeah, she tried to hide that one too. Well, she hid this one. She either privated it or put it under members only. But I'm sure somebody, didn't have time to reach out, but I'm sure somebody's got it out there on the YouTube streets. I might reach out to Hills. Hills may have the whole thing. It's not that long of a live. I think it was like, I don't know if it was 32 minutes or 52 minutes. It wasn't a long live though. Because she got so damn flustered. She got up there. She could not talk her way out of that situation. She tried like hell. She tried blaming people she tried like hell. And she just kept making herself look worse. Yeah, it's not on her channel. I don't know if she privated it or put it behind members only. Like that's what she did with the one with the Layla Santinello crap with her live and the fake sighting. But I'd already had it. Today I didn't get a chance to record it because I was busy. Kids interfere. My fake kids, the kids I don't have, they're fake. Yeah, they kept me busy today, and we had such a good day. So that was much more important to me than recording. Because honestly, I didn't think she'd hide that one because she didn't hide it right away. And like I said, I checked at like 2 o'clock Friday night, 2 o'clock Saturday morning, and it was still up. So she hid it sometime today. And I just didn't have a chance to record it all. But like I said, I'll get it. One way or another.
Get off at 2 p.m. and start drinking immediately.
If she thinks none of her members would send me the link, she's crazy.
Check and start drinking. Most construction workers do. Right? It is what it is.
You have no idea.
But on the weekends, construction typically isn't running.
Oh yeah. You live in what? You live in Florida? Are you kidding me? They do construction 7 days a week here. What the hell's wrong with you? What planet are you from? Burst that little bubble. Because you're lying again. Construction never stops here. It doesn't matter if it's a holiday. Betty. And you're talking about handyman is different than total construction, by the way, Betty. You see that, right? A handyman's not going to put your roof on. A handyman will change your faucet. Hook your washer and dryer. Do things like that, but they're not going to do major construction, Betty. Unless they have a multi-level business. And he didn't. Stop. It was your ex-husband's business, not yours. We all know what happened with the business. We all know about the business license and stuff. That's been covered on Hills in the Air, on Burnt Toast. It's been covered.
On the weekends. They don't have the cranes moving. They don't have men on the ground.
Exactly, Chris.
Friday.
My husband worked construction for years, and there was times he worked 7 days a week. And it wasn't even in Florida. That just tells you, because we had shitty winters, so, and they'd even do stuff in the winter when they could. The corner video. Yeah, she did a video, a live. She fired up a live saying Jennifer Soto had been arrested. Heels in the Air did a video. Did one of her videos of it, and she pointed out some of the major points. I showed that because Betty hit her other one, but she took the time to make a thumbnail, post it, let everybody know she was going live with it, but couldn't take the 2 seconds it took to confirm if it was Jennifer Soto, Maddie's mother, and it wasn't. And the arrest was what, a week or two old? Didn't dawn on her that, wait a minute, none of the local media who's been all over this case has said one word about it. That didn't dawn on her. That would have taken some common sense. But Betty ran with it, and she didn't like it. She didn't like it. And of course, she got all pissed off, started yelling at people in chat saying, this is my channel. And you're right, it's breaking news. I'll come live with breaking news, and I'll check it right here live with everybody. No, Betty, you didn't even want to check it. You only checked it because you got called out in your chat. My dog's in there. The kids are being fantastic. The dog's being a spoiled little brat, driving my husband crazy. He's just sitting there crying. He's not getting another goodie because then he doesn't want to eat his food. He just wants to eat goodies. Oh, he's so spoiled. Oh, he's going to win, though. I know he's going to win. He always does. I told you. He just won. I called it. Because I'd have gave him one 10 minutes ago. He knows it. Just shut him up.
This might be one that is a 24-hour.
I talk big and I tell him no. And I say no, he's not getting one because he won't eat his food. But I can't. That's why he's so spoiled, and that's why he does it, because he knows he's going to get one. Worse than a kid.
Where they're working 24 hours. I don't know the setup of it. I just know that they cannot run one employee 24 hours a day, right? So I have to assume if he's not working on Saturday, only being 3.5 hours away.
Oh, you're right, Betty, because when I started my home nursing business, I was working 18 hours a day for the first month. I'll tell you what. Ooh, one day I sat down, take a 10-minute break before I had to cook dinner. I didn't wake up till the next morning. I was just that exhausted, but I was so glad when I got the clearances back on the nurses that I'd hired on the nursing license and stuff, because they had to, take care of catheters and give meds and stuff. So I had to, make sure their license was intact. And sometimes it takes a minute, but yeah, I was so thankful for that. But yeah, you can't work one person for you. You can try. I mean, like I said, I did it for a month and that was it.
From home, it seems to me that a construction worker that has been on a construction site all week would want to sleep in his own bed for a few nights. I'm just saying. I know when I have an opportunity and I'm only 3.5 hours away and I don't have a job to do for 2 days, my butt's coming to my bed.
Yeah, it's because you're cheap. That's why. But if he does traveling construction, he probably really doesn't have much of a home base because he's probably traveling from job to job, town to town. So yeah, that's kind of, they're used to that, by the way.
I'm marrying my bed for a weekend. Whether I do anything, go on an outing with my family or not, I'm going to be sleeping in my damn bed. So I had always assumed that he would be home on the weekends if he's not working. It's only 3.5 hours away. I even talked about the construction people. He would have gotten up about, depending on what time he wanted to be to work, only 3.5 hours away. If he had to be on the job at 6 a.m., he has to leave home around 2:30 in the morning. The wife went to bed at midnight. Is that the time when the husband left? I always have these questions. So at the end of the day, I will be going into the community here next week. And I just wanted to go to Smiley's World. I think this is the one right here, the interview with parents.
So that
let me see if this is the one.
That's where
as real as life.
Okay, so that must not have been the right one. Hold on, this must be right thing.
Smiley's interview, I was really pissed off at her, by the way. I saw parts of it on Jones's channel. Jones did a good live with that. That's where the stepdad put Josh, the lab, in his place. It was good.
1 point from 2022 to 2023. A senior manager. This looks like a portfolio manager.
Oh my God,
so
Betty, that's
like
none of your business.
Financial sector, probably what is business administration.
But see, that stuff is none of your business. It has nothing to do with the missing child. It's none of your business. That's going into someone's real life. It's not your business.
But he didn't hack it, and so he had to go into the construction, and it looks like he decided to become a crane operator.
He didn't.
So,
he couldn't.
He's been all over the place.
He didn't hack it. He only worked in the business for years, but he didn't hack it. Yeah, the dog has us well trained. Yeah, we don't have him trained. He has us trained. You're right about that.
He's had a multitude of different things. He can't keep a relationship. He's had literally 5 marriages.
What? Who are you to tell what somebody can do in their life? You've had a successful relationship? When's the last time you had one? You beat up on your husband. You were charged with it. I'm not making this up. I'm not going real life. It's out there everywhere. Heck, Betty, and you're going to give somebody else, you're going to comment on somebody else's. You have no idea. How do you know he just doesn't pick crazy women? Some guys like that crazy. You don't know. You don't know the facts. We're just in with them, even though I don't want to wash it in with them, but I will. You don't have to do that, hon. I can do it. Thank you, though. I appreciate you. He's actually doing a load of laundry. the rugs. His rugs. Isn't he sweet? He played with the kids all evening, but he let the Hellcat outside. Oh, Sir Duke, back it up. Out of my cords. Let's go. Back it up. Mm-mm. Come here. Come here. Yeah, I know. You want to talk. You want to talk to
That's
everybody?
telling me somebody that just that he has.
You want to talk to everybody? You want to come up here and talk and say hi? You're in the mood to chit chat? What? What's the matter? What? We'll talk to everybody. Come on. Come on. No. What? Come here.
As a
No. Leave the bird food alone.
If you're a good guy, you shouldn't have this many personal, private issues going on in your life where you can't keep your wife happy and you got to go through all these women. You know what it tells me? It tells me that he's one way until he gets them, and then he does a complete 180 after he's married. He
What?
gets them locked in, and then he becomes this person, and they're like, I need to go. 5 marriages. Now, I know there's a lot of women out there.
Is she freaking kidding me? How does she know all this information about this gentleman and his previous marriages? Run it in Georgia. Oh, Christina. Hope the channel mascot. Oh, yeah. Sir Duke. Oh, he's a Teletubby, too. He got a belly and a half. Some wives are never happy. Yeah, we don't know. You know, some people just can't be alone. And as soon as one relationship ends, they're in another one. They just... You know, she doesn't, and she's saying that this guy's abusive and does 180. She has no idea. Maybe he married all crazies. Some guys like that. You know, you never know. I don't know enough to be commenting on that. He wants to get, in all honesty, I'd never remarry. And I mean that. I shack up yet, but never remarry. That piece of paper, you know, what is it? A piece of paper. But I'd never, I'd probably never shack up either. I'd probably just be happy alone at this point. But anyway, because I was so young, you know, I was in high school when I met my husband, you know. Anyway,
Go through marriages.
You are the last person to get to say anything about anybody's personal life, about their marriages, about anything, really. People in glass houses.
I'm not dogging the amount of marriages, except you probably ain't the best. You probably wouldn't be my husband or wife. That's all I'm gonna say. Okay. So don't get off because I'm saying you're having a marital problem. Okay, 5 marriages. It's a marital problem to me. Okay?
Betty. I can't.
He's very controlling. I can tell that. He overruns all the conversation. She's just sitting there, just allowing it. God knows what she's gone through, and standing by her man in all of this.
Oh my God!
Now, there's also something else that came to my mind. Now, this is just a theory. You know, it doesn't mean it doesn't even.
Yeah, because a serial dater never commits to anybody, and you can bet it's going to cheat on you. So yeah, she does not recognize codependency. Staring her in the face even after daily reading her letting go book for decades. Nope, sure don't.
It doesn't even mean it holds water or anything, but
no, don't.
Okay, they haven't been married very long. I mean,
so
they haven't. They haven't been married for a decade yet, from my understanding. I don't know when they got married, but
Betty, you weren't married for very long, or it was an actual marriage. You know, which didn't. You know, there was. You know. Some violence. A lot of violence. So, yeah, there's that, Betty. And then it took you forever to get divorced, right? Because, you know, Lord knows you all had so many assets to fight over. Yeah, right. Anyway, whatever, Betty.
It sounds like they've been together for about 8 years.
That's
since the beginning of the relationship.
That's a long time, Betty. That's probably longer than you've ever had a relationship. A real, you know, a full-on relationship. I'm not talking about cohabitating in different rooms. I'm talking about a real relationship. Just you just don't have no right to be saying the stuff you do. This is why you get called out, Betty. None of this has anything to do with this child being missing. He could have 50 wives. It don't matter. It don't have nothing to do with the child being missing. You know what hasn't happened? None of them ex-wives are coming out slamming him for anything. You're not even an ex-wife, and you are. You trying to be number 6? I don't think you're his cup of tea.
Whatever that means, maybe. It seems like a lot of the behind the details are about the same as Madeline Soto, just not the
Chat, not listening.
But they were about to have to now. Mind you, it's my understanding.
What's the matter,
that
Sir Duke?
provides child support for.
What's the matter, baby?
Sebastian, as well.
What's the matter?
Because of his disability, he gets a disability.
Why are you looking like that? What's the matter?
What the total cost or monetary benefit that is. Okay?
Are you mad because you didn't get that lizard?
Is it 1,000? Is it 2,500? Is it 3,500? I don't know what that cost is to that household. I don't know how much that's funding the household, his disability, as well as the child support. Okay, I don't know. Either way, I keep wondering now.
You don't know, so therefore you shouldn't be talking about it. And guess what? It's none of your damn business. And Betty, if it's such an important thing, don't you think they'd want to keep the child support and the disability coming? Just saying. You're so stupid.
Now that he's married to his wife, and now that his stepson is going to Seth's house, they're going to be losing all of that money. They're going to be losing his disability. They're going to be losing the child support payment. And my next question is, would they have to now start paying child support? And would that be based upon Chris's income, his his lofty income he gets from the crane work? I mean, he's living in almost a $700,000 home.
No, because he's not financially responsible. He is the stepdad. He's not financially responsible for child support for him, Betty.
So again, would this have damaged them financially? And would that household now
okay,
have to
why would it damage them financially, Betty, when you just said he makes a lofty income? Quit putting out this misinformation. See, this is the kind of stuff you run with and accuse her of being a battered wife without any factual basis to anything.
start paying Seth child support? Is this a liability that Chris did not want to have? Is it possible?
It wouldn't have been Chris's responsibility. The stepfather's income cannot be touched for child support for his stepson. He did not adopt him. He is not legally responsible for him. He has a father who is responsible for him, who does support him. If anybody would have to pay child support, would be the mom if she's gainfully employed. So there's that. But you wouldn't know none of that because you're not a parent, Betty. And we all know your Cracker Jack box law is just that. Belongs in the Cracker Jack box because you don't get the law either. We've seen your court filings, honey. And the way you spew in these cases. You should have looked into it before you decided to cover it. But I've seen nothing about their finances like that, Betty. This is coming from you.
That Chris snuck into the house that night without the knowledge of his wife to eliminate his financial issue.
What? It wouldn't be his financial issue, though, Betty. What part don't you get? He is the stepfather. He is not financially responsible for child support for him. He has a dad. What the hell are you?
We assume they had too much money. Guys, I'm telling you, looks can be deceiving. Looks can be deceiving. Unless you're looking at their banking account, looks can be deceiving. I know I can tell you there are probably a half a dozen families right now with children that I know of.
Yeah,
right now,
she thinks she's
live
an
in
expert.
beautiful homes, have beautiful cars, and are literally in the red every single month. In the red. You would never know that they're having financial problems. None.
Oh my God, I can't. Oh no, I'm not even gonna go there.
This is Betty.
Betty, this is Karen.
Uh
Hi,
oh.
Karen.
Hi, we stopped at a rest area, so I thought I would just try to call in.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. I'm a little confused.
We stopped at a stop area on our way down to Florida.
Oh. Are you Connie's sister?
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry, Karen. I've got like several Karens in my chat. I had no earthly idea. I'm trying to figure out why am I so confused? Sorry. I am so sorry, Karen. Yes.
It's good. It's good. It's all okay.
Gotcha. So
the notebooks. Her daughter Cassie already took them home, but I can talk to her about it.
Yeah, if she wants to, I mean, she may want to keep them. It's her mom. I don't want to take anything.
But she may be willing to meet you.
Oh, okay.
Because she's in Gainesville.
Oh, okay.
And I know
I'm going to Tennessee
soon,
so that would almost be perfect because I'm pretty sure I'm gonna.
Yeah. We did notice because her phone, she had paid for it for 6 months. I thought it was.
Now, Betty, remember, you better save some of your budget because you actually have an in-person hearing coming up that you have to attend. You blow this one off, your case is dismissed. Bank on that, honey. So you might want to save some of your budget because you're going to have to go to Illinois, like it or not, honey. You couldn't be bothered to show up at the last one. You don't show up at this one, that could be your case dismissed.
Going to turn it off.
Mm-hmm.
But she had already paid for it for 6 months. So I've been in.
Yeah, but he's not divorced from her, and he's not financially responsible to pay child support for his stepson to the stepson's father. So that burden wouldn't fall on him. But yet she's sitting here saying, well, he makes a lofty paycheck. How do you know? She has no clue what he makes. Oh, I love the Godzilla movies. My husband's he's so amped for the new one. He watches Godzilla movies all the time. Our 6-year-old loves Godzilla movies. I wasn't crazy about him watching them, but he loves the monsters. That's basically all he sees anyway.
Listening to your stuff.
Gamma was my fave, yeah.
Wanted to chat because that's very hard on me.
Mm-hmm.
We're still processing everything. She never told us she was sick.
She never told me she was sick either.
She had cancer in her throat.
Oh, she knew about it?
She knew. Well, we believe she knew. We don't know that she knew, but one of the doctors that we did speak to at the hospital that night, they from their conversations, they knew, and she knew. But she never received treatment.
She never told anybody either.
Never told anybody, and never went and got the treatment.
Okay.
Wow.
Why?
She had struggled with her husband and her son, and I know that was very emotional for her.
It wasn't just her one son and her husband. She has lost 5 children.
Yeah, no, she told me about the children previously. I was aware of that, but it seemed like her turn came when her son and husband died within a year apart.
Yeah,
that's a sad story.
Close. I mean, of course, we family reconnection.
All right, I want to fast forward through that.
Right, it's something that their dates at so, and she wasn't gonna miss it.
Yeah.
So we do recall her mentioning you a lot.
Yeah. One of the reasons why we started the church service on Sunday, where we go as a group, because it might have been Connie. I mean, I can't remember. And just say, oh, I need an ice cream. Let me get in my car and go to the store. It's given me a whole new perspective because I'm going nuts here.
It totally sucks. It really does.
Okay.
That I was talking to on the phone, and they're like, I'm bedridden. And I'm like, oh, because I was like, why don't you come and meet us here? And they said, well, I'm bedridden. And I started thinking about it. I'm like, you know what? It was like the light bulb on top of my head went off, and it's like, wait a minute, we have people that are on YouTube all day because they got nothing else to watch. They're home, they're in bed or they're in a chair. They have mobility issues. Some of these people are paralyzed for whatever reason, just ill, cancers and all this other stuff. I don't know why I didn't realize that, but I did not realize that. And then I realized, well, these people probably aren't getting out and aren't able to go to church, and that's why we started doing some of the things so we can bring, the crew, and so they feel like they're not alone, out there. That's what's really important to us. This is Betty. Hello?
Hi, Betty. Is this Betty?
It's Betty.
Hi, Betty. Carla from Canada. I just wanted to call in and thank you for all the lovely work you do looking for everybody and helping out.
Lord.
I am one of those people that are stuck at home all the time with kidney failure.
Aww. Yeah, see, I don't know why I never thought about that before, but we did. But when I did think about it, you know what? I put something in place so we could all be together and be all help support each other. You know, it sucks.
You didn't put nothing in place. The church did.
And they're like, bedridden. And I started thinking of people that are on YouTube all day because they got nothing else, issues, they and all this other stuff. I don't know why I didn't realize that, but I did not realize that. And then I realized, well, these people.
You didn't realize it because you don't care about people, Betty. People are disposable to you, but you didn't put nothing in place. The church did, but okay.
Aren't getting out and aren't able to go to church, aren't able to they're.
Hi, Betty. Is this Betty?
It's Betty.
Hi, Betty. Carla from Canada. I just wanted to call in and thank you for stuck
about that. I'll tell you, with me being home for the school.
It really, Betty. Full day and God bless.
Our beautiful Carla. It's nice. It's nice. There's an Ohio Amber Alert for Bob. We are here, Cope, Ohio, Grove City. Here we go.
She's got a new case already.
That's not me
I think
saying it. So I'm going to be going into town. I'm going to be deriving information. When I get into town, I'm going to be also searching along I-40. I'm also going to be looking at maps. I'm also going to be in front of this house, outside of this house, down the road, and in the community. When I get to Tennessee, I've got a lot of work to do myself. I don't know
why. You don't think law enforcement has not canvassed that neighborhood multiple times? You don't think that neighborhood's been searched and canvassed? Why do you want to go bother these people? Stay the hell away from their house. You're going there to be your crime tourist, to take video of you acting like you're actually doing something, but you're only getting content for yourself. Leave these people alone. Stay away from their home. Stay away from this case, period. You already spreading the, you really think they're going to welcome you after you just sat here and said she was an abused, a battered woman? That he's the batterer? Shaming him because he's been married multiple times, saying that he's, flips as soon as you marry him? You have no idea. Stay away from them people, Betty. Leave that family alone.
What other creators have done or where other creators have looked, but I'm going to review the map, review the path of travel, and see if I find anything that would make me want to go and check and search along that path. I do not know how long this trip will be. I'm going to try to budget it the best I can, as long as possible. So I will keep you guys up to date with that. We're not leaving until after Monday. So it might be Monday, Tuesday. It'll probably most likely be early Wednesday morning around 2 a.m. I'll probably be leaving, and I'll be getting there.
Sorry, I clicked my lighter.
By 2 p.m. And we can start getting to
I'll put it down. I'm sorry.
That evening, and then we'll.
I only do it because it bothers a certain. So someone made a comment about it. So no, I do so I don't smoke. But I'll do it even more because a certain someone, said, "Oh, I can't stand that flickering lighter." So I do it on purpose, and sometimes I forget. Sorry. Not sorry, but you know what I mean. I don't mean to offend anybody but that one person.
We'll start first thing, boots on the ground, Thursday morning, and work throughout the weekend. That's what I'd like to do. That's my anticipated schedule. But again, it really does depend on
okay, I'm done with you. Oh, here we go. Funding.
So we will get out there. We will do what we can do. When we get out there, all I ask for you guys to do is share the work that we're doing, advocate for this. Let's hold off on the accusations.
Betty, you're no advocate, and don't say hold up on the accusations. You just made a whole shitload of accusations about that man and that woman. Gosh, shut up.
Just yet. I just like to get in the area. I'm pretty sure.
Okay, what about all the accusations you just made about her being a battered woman and about him being the batterer? What about all that? What about all the other stuff you said about how you don't trust what the mother said because you didn't like her wording because she said friends, or you didn't like that she did a slight after making a comment about her own child? Or you spread so much misinformation in this case. Stay away. That's the best thing you could do, Betty. That's how you could help. Leave these people alone.
we kind of have an idea of where this case is going. And, I feel like it's drifting into that that direction, unfortunately. And it's unfortunate. It really is unfortunate that it is drifting in that
you
direction.
can't
I do
wait.
pray that Chris and Katie either speak to me on the record or off the record. But if they don't, it's not going to stop the work.
Oh, my Lord. I hope they don't speak to her. Somebody reach out to Chris and Katie and tell them about Betty. And actually just play her lives and just all the stuff she just said about them. How she's a battered woman because of him. And yeah, play that what she just said. God, don't talk to her.
That I'm doing. I just need to get some information. I don't want to be accusatory to them. I don't want to be rude to them. I just want to get.
But you've just done all that. You've accused them. Oh my. Oh.
This matter. If this is always a caution to anybody is I'd rather you not talk to me than lie to me in my face. Lying to me.
Betty, they don't owe you nothing, and you don't have a clue if anybody's lying to you. You don't know these people. Leave them alone. You know what? I've never ever reached out to anybody, but I am really considering it because they need to know the stuff you're saying about them before they even consider talking to you.
It never works out well, especially when I find out.
I'm already considering. I didn't say I was going to do it. I said I'm considering. I've never, ever done that. But they need to know what's coming to their house next week. And she's made it clear she's going to their house. Hey, Ducking Fox. After everything she just sat here and said about them. And this isn't the only time she said things about them.
The appearances. I'd rather you just avoid me and not talk to me and tell me you don't want comment than you tell me a bold-faced lie, because I'll tell you what.
But they're going on channels, and I wish they wouldn't have went on Smiley's, but they did. So that's not the only channel. I'm just glad that he shut up Josh, the lab, in your face. But man, they need to know what's coming their way and how she's talked about them.
You'd rather not talk to me than lie to me. I can promise anybody that. So with that,
what are you gonna do, Betty? You gonna slam them some more? Because see, you won't know if they're lying to you or not, Betty. You're not a body language expert. You have no training, no education. You don't know shit. So you'd have no idea. You'd assume like you do everything else.
That being said, that's where we're going to be. I hope that they can at least direct me, give me some, help in my search efforts. But we'll see. We'll see how, I don't expect a whole lot from Katie or Chris at this moment, because I feel like they've been beat up enough by social media. And that's really...
yeah, you're part of that. You just literally sat here and beat them up.
It's really bad. That's why I always say, we have our
exactly, Chris.
And when people are sitting there wagging their finger and pointing their finger and sitting the whole time accusing the parents of doing something instead of deriving any information where we can find this kid, it just is.
Yeah, I have a feeling she's gonna, Catherine, something in my gut, and and it's just my gut. It could be way wrong. I don't know. I have a feeling somehow, some way, she's gonna try something. I don't know if she's gonna succeed, but she's gonna try something. Because she's going to spend what budget she has to do this, which makes no sense. She makes my stomach turn when she talks like that. No one cares to talk to you, BHB, and very ignorant. Yeah. I just hope these people understand what's coming to their door, because she made it clear she's going to their house. And she will. She'll stand out there on the sidewalk and film their house live for everybody.
It's problematic for me, guys. I'm sorry. We can have those discussions later, but we have a missing child right now. I need to find information about that child, and everything has been directed.
Betty, you don't need to find anything. You're not an investigator. You're not law enforcement. You're not even the media. It doesn't matter what you want. No one owes you anything, and honestly shouldn't talk to you. And Betty, if you were serious about this boy being missing, you'd have been there weeks ago, Betty. Always late to the game. Always.
to where the parents have been. That has not helped me. Nobody's even asking, what way does he typically go to work? How long does it take him to get to work? All these questions that I would be asking these parents that these other people aren't asking them because they're too
Because it's none of your business. You don't think law enforcement has checked them out? It's not your business. I'm sure law enforcement has done their due diligence. Oh,
the accusing them. So hopefully if anybody gets them on their channel, let's keep it focused to Sebastian Rogers and any information to relate to Sebastian and to Chris Proudfoot and to Katie Proudfoot, where they've been specifically. We need to focus on that. Quit accusing these parents. You either believe they did it or you didn't. Okay.
Betty, you just sat here and accused him of everything under the sun. You've accused him of abusing his wife. Are you kidding me?
That's all there is to it. That's out of the way. We've got work to do here. Okay, real work. This is not
What work? What work? Please tell me. Give details. What work are you going to do? You are going to go there and act like the crime tourist you are, and you are going to film the street and the house, and you'll go up a highway or something that doesn't even matter, and you'll film yourself walking around like you're doing something while you're bitching the whole time. That's exactly what you do. And every case after case after case. How's that helping? I'm still confused in how you think you're helping. You sat here and accused that man of battering his wife. How's that helping? How's talking about their finances helping, Betty? I mean, you clearly don't understand any of that either because, stepfather's not financially responsible to pay child support for a stepchild to the stepchild's father. Hey, it doesn't work that way, Bets. No, it doesn't work that way. The mom could be, but you don't know what they have agreed between them two. You don't know. It's not your business anyway.
A joke. This is a kid that's missing in that area. And so if we can, I just want to refocus. I'm not criticizing the creators out there. I just want to try to help
yes, you are.
them because we need information about their whereabouts, about their specific locations, where they went the day.
You don't need clarification. You don't need that information. You are not law enforcement, dear. Heck, you're not even the lowest of the barrel of the media. You've got a paid for fake press badge with no credentials. It don't matter. You're not entitled to none of that information. None of you guys, none of us are. The people that are entitled to information like that is law enforcement, and I'm sure that's who has it.
We need to plug down Chris Proudfoot's whereabouts. Not one person has held that man's feet to the fire out of all these interviews to demand where the hell he was. We need to find out what Chris Proudfoot's movements were because you know what? Let's be honest. I'm not out there to accuse families. I'm out there to help and find this child. So if Chris Proudfoot...
Betty, you've not helped find anybody. You have hindered. You have mucked up. You've been a heckler and a nuisance. You've not helped anybody, and you're not helping this. He doesn't need to tell you his whereabouts. It's not your business. You can bet that the people that need to know, law enforcement, already know, Betty. You're not relevant in the case. Doesn't matter what you think. Nobody owes you a damn thing. That's the only reason she showed up in Tennessee. She's not helping Layla's mom now because she is on a different case, unless a protection order was put against her by many in Layla's area. Could be. I want her to be questioned by the judge, who we are. It's sad. She believes in her propaganda. Yeah, she does. Yeah, SF is still working them. Yeah. She needs a straight jacket. Couple of them.
But can say, I was here. I had nothing to do with it. Tell me. If you can't tell it to the
I don't know, Chris.
I will go out, corroborate the information, and let
honestly, I don't know. I haven't really dove into this case. But you know what? The more I listen to her and the things she's saying about these parents, I do want to want to now. So I can, come back. I know some of it, but I haven't done I haven't been all over it, know all the details. Yeah. Wonder why she's not touching the Karen Reed case.
World know that you had nothing to do with it, that it's completely inconceivable that you had anything to do with it. Either way, we'll be out there next week. That's what I have for Sebastian Rogers right now. There's a whole lot of nothing. We have.
I hope someone notifies that the family knows she's coming and knocking, and let them see the stuff she says about them so they don't talk to her.
No proof that he even walked out of the house. We have no evidence of any kind. There's no hits from the dogs. There's no, the parents are saying he doesn't have friends. The parents are saying he doesn't get online. The parents are saying a whole bunch of stuff that's backing them, slapping a corner that they can't get out of. And I don't think that they intended to do that when they started out with the story.
And how's that putting them in a corner they can't get out of, Betty? By telling the true facts about their kid, their child. They know his behaviors. They know what he's done. And I haven't seen released by law enforcement that there's been anything like this put out that you're stating. This is your Reddits and your Facebook rumors that you spread. That's why you're always wrong in a case, Betty. You always say, I'm pretty spot on. No, Betty, you never are. You are always so far off. You haven't learned anything.
Now we're starting to hear more descriptions being plugged in as law enforcement is pressuring them to give them a good timeline.
Christina.
You're going to hear additional stuff adding in because they got to fill that timeline up with something. We went through this with Summer Wells. We went through this with her.
Oh, that's interesting,
and still
Catherine.
To this day, 3 years later.
My uncles and cousins were NYPD and 2 detectives, and Allie never gives all details to each other because of leaks between precincts. Yeah. Betty, getting a new camera with a zoom lens so she can snoop. Yeah, that'll be next. She'll be the next window peeping Tom like TLR.
Their timeline is Swiss cheese, and those parents have never been cleared of any wrongdoing in Summer Wells' case. So I'm curious as to what's going on here. But the name of the game right now is.
And what does Summer have to do with this case? Parent, Jennifer Soto, the one you got wrong, saying she was arrested. She hasn't been cleared either. Just saying.
Finding out where Sebastian Rogers is, and we have to bring him home.
Hey,
we know how
Ryan.
Tennessee is, right? If you ain't got a body, you're going to sit there and wait, and they're going to make you click the time away. Okay? They don't have a budget because nobody in the state of Tennessee.
We went through this. You're not going through anything other than a severe break from reality. That little bubble that she has around her, someone needs to pop it.
Wants to support financially their law enforcement. I don't know what's going on in Tennessee, folks. I really don't. But you residents of Tennessee, you need to get out and vote. You need to quit sitting on your butts. You need to get in your county community. You need to start getting your policing funded. You need to start getting these investigations funded because I'm sick and tired of this happening in Tennessee all the time. How many more disappearances are we going to have that go unsolved in the state of Tennessee? Why are they going unsolved in the state?
Why are you only concentrating on Tennessee, Betty? I hate to be the one to burst your bubble, but it happens in all states, not just Tennessee. What's your fascination with Tennessee? You don't even care about the people in your own backyard that are missing. Remember when you started covering, when you first started covering Layla's case? Granted, she'd already been missing for 2 months before you inserted yourself. Late to the game as always. There was a woman under the same circumstances in your own backyard missing. You never even said her name, Betty. Yeah.
State of Tennessee because they don't have no fucking money.
I had no idea.
Their politicians in their state house and senate are hoarding money, are not doing their job to get the money from the federal government to their state. Either way you look at it, you got a politician problem in the state of Tennessee. Fix it. Fix it. Fix it.
Oh, look at her.
5 cases. 5 cases. 4 of which are.
Do you know how many is missing in the state of Florida where you live, Betty, that you never talk about? The state of Pennsylvania, New York, New Jersey, Massachusetts, New Hampshire, Idaho, Utah. You know how many people are missing in all these states, Betty? Heck, you don't even got to go nowhere. You'd have enough cases to cover for a long time in your own home state. But you're going to sit here and snap out on the people that live in Tennessee that they need to go after their own. Shut up. You're no political activist. If you even understood Trump's policies, you wouldn't be voting for him, because you actually sit here and preach the exact opposite, but yet you want to vote for someone. Okay. You have no clue. You just... And Betty, we've seen you at your county commission meetings. You're a clown. All right? You're a clown. You had to fit over cameras at a red light to help offer some protection to students, Betty. Some activist, some advocate.
Unsolved right now.
Encyclopedia of True Crime and the Unknown. I live in Tennessee. It's not like law enforcement causes the missing people, and there are a certain number of agents. Tennessee funds its TBI. She needs to worry about her own damn self. Yeah, I agree. I mean, there's people missing in every state. Lots of them. There's people in her own backyard missing she won't even talk about. She only wants to be up there because FS Investigates is helping with Sebastian's case. She was bent because Riley was found. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. She wants Sebastian to be found, but she wants to be down there so she could say, I told you so. He doesn't have policies. He has plans.
Tennessee, you need to clean up everything, including your shorelines, because I'm sure the environmentalists, after seeing that nonsense, are going to be breathing down your throat here shortly. And if they're not, hold on. Just sit tight. I'll make sure that they get all the videos necessary so they're breathing down your neck. Clean the city up.
Wow.
That was disgusting. Tennessee, you got problems. You got problems. You're claiming clean air. Where? Through all the trash? The feces dust? Clean your shit up. All right.
Wow.
Now that I'm done complaining, now it's time to get to work, right? So if you guys have any ideas, I know that there's a lot of people that can't get out there and search for him physically, but I know I have a lot of cyber sleuths that watch here. If not, let your favorite creators know I am going out there. If they have an idea of places to search, I am dead ass serious about this. I don't go out there to waste my time.
Yes, you do.
If you've got places that need to be...
Yeah, you go out there to waste everybody's time because, Betty, you're not a real searcher. You're not certified nor trained in any way for search and rescue or search and recover, whichever you want to call it. And there's that. And also, Betty, you're there to film yourself. That's it. You're there strictly for content. A ground tourist.
Search, get with your creators and let me know those places. We might as well just go ahead and get it all knocked out. If people have places they believe this boy is at that nobody's searching.
Is Olivia still there in JLR?
No stone.
Is Olivia still down there? Because I can't believe she's going by herself. Because number one, first thing in searching is you never go alone.
Left unturned.
Oh my Lord.
I don't really cover teenagers' cases because there's a lot of teenagers that run away, right? This is a case that I'm covering because this is a medically needy kid. This is a medically needy kid that has a lot of strange things that are going on in and around his life. I want to know how much abuse was inside that home, if any.
What?
That's my first.
Number one, it's not your damn business. Oh, yet again, you're not law enforcement, Betty. Why are you saying there was abuse?
My first priority. It doesn't look like, Chris Proudfoot, he's only got speeding tickets. Okay? He doesn't have a history of violence for the record.
Again,
record, I should say.
That's not your business. It's not your business to put out there.
Doesn't mean he doesn't, right? It doesn't mean he's not a violent person. It just means...
Yeah, medically needy. Did you catch that, Revival? Medically needy. Because he has autism? Because he's autistic. You don't even know what the hell you're talking about. Leave this family alone. They don't need you. You couldn't even take the time to look up autism. To learn about it. And I'm not talking about reading the bold print. I'm talking about actually learning about it.
Could have threatened not to call, right? So there's
no, she doesn't.
But there's other ways for me to derive information to find out what's going on inside that home, and I plan on doing just that when I get into town.
It's how you going to find that out, Betty? How are you going to find that out? Again, it's none of your business. You're not going to find out. Oh, your hair is really thin. Yeah. Sorry. Maybe it's just the way you have it pulled back. Wow. Okay. Please stop using a bucket of bleach, Betty. Let your hair go. Seriously. But anyway, I'm not trying to get on you. I don't want to seem that way, but you know, when you put it like that, you can't help it. Anyway, Betty, I can't.
I think that's it. I just need help in locating some areas of searching. And I don't mind being out by myself, and trust me, anybody that comes out there and
Exactly, Catherine. But she don't know that because she didn't bother to take the time to look up. I left her a message and told her she needs to stop commenting about autism. She is so ignorant. Yeah, I asked her to at least, you know, do a Google search, read at least a couple or something. Anything's better than nothing. She does not understand that often the MSM clips of people searching are actually staged at the end of the day, once areas really are cleared and once LE says safe to post publicly. Yeah, she'll never get it. She'll never get it. Like I told you, on the searches I was on, none of us had our phones out recording. You knew better, okay? Her ponytail is too tight. CPS in Tennessee won't tell anyone anything. No. Yeah. She's... Oh. She can make you want to... I just want to grab her by the neck and point it and put her face in Google and bring up everything I could find on autism and make her sit there and read it.
Some nastiness. So let's just, if you want to come out and be prepared to work, be prepared to help, wear comfortable shoes and comfortable clothes. When I go out, we go.
No, Betty, you're to wear protective clothing. Betty, you know, like, remember you're supposed to wear those expensive snake boots that you begged your subs for and got. You know how you get all this outrageous stuff that you don't need and don't use just so you can say you have it. I mean, it makes you feel good to say you have it. It makes you feel important. You having that camera makes you feel so important. That's really sad that it takes a material thing that you have no idea what to do with to make you feel important. That's really sad. But we know that you don't dress for searching, Betty. You've got to have protective gear on if you're going to be out in the woods searching, Betty, or along the highways, you know. I don't know why you're going along the highway to search, but you think it's a spot to go. Yeah, knock yourself out.
Go out for hours. Where, you know, you guys may
only see thank you, Encyclopedia True Crime. I appreciate that.
But we go out for hours.
I am so close to 1,500. I am so close.
If anybody's ever been out with me on one of these searches, it's hard. We don't stop. If you can't make it, it's your responsibility to get yourself back to your vehicle. If that's not something that's
okay. Number one, you don't go out and search alone ever, Betty. You have a group. Number two, you need an organized search. You need somebody who is trained, who is certified in searching. You're not. Neither is your sidekick. I have no idea why that young girl wants to be your sidekick, but whatever. Floats her boat. And make sure that law enforcement knows what you're up to, because I doubt you tell them half the time, even though you claim you do, because most likely they tell you, please stay home. That's what you can do. Stay out of it. Stay away from the family. Leave it alone. But you're not going to do that. You're going to go right to their house. You're going to go right to their door.
Comfortable for you, then you have to weigh whether to come out and help or not. Because once I'm out there, I'm out there. I don't turn around. I don't stop. I don't walk people back to their cars. I don't do any of that. when I'm in there searching and I've got my mindset, that's what I do. So if you want to come out and help, please reach out to me so I can be in contact with you to let you know where I will be. It sounds like Justice for All is going to be coming out there, assisting and providing his platform.
Oh Lord! Oh my God! That's just what they need. They need Spanky out there too. It's grueling to walk on a flat path for up to 10 minutes. I don't think Betty is trainable. I seriously don't. Yeah, I remember her 17-minute search when she wore pink shorts, training shoes, and complained and turned back. She insisted the child was unalive. Yeah, she was. Her face when that baby was found. Oh, she couldn't have been more deflated. I don't know. They tell her to go home, I bet. Hey, one excuse to harass gives us all a bad name because we don't do anything. Yep. Cue the I'm exhausted talk. Yeah, she's exhausted. She said at the beginning she's exhausted because she's got 3 YouTube channels, 2 TikToks, and Instagram and Twitter, and she streams from all of them the same live. She just multi-streams the live. She's not putting in no extra work. She's showing the same thing on everything. I don't know. I didn't think YouTube would let you I don't know, monetize the same exact stream. I don't know.
As well. And then, of course, we are going to have a multitude of content creators. Hopefully, we can collaborate together.
You're not going to have a multitude, Betty. I don't know anybody who works with you, but Olivia. And I hope they seriously don't unless they're like you. Possible. But she's also trying to get monetized on Twitter. Her idea of searching is holding a bullhorn in front of victim's house, yelling at people she thinks is guilty. Yep. That was funny how deflated she was when they found the child. What a burn on her and her thorn-filled yoga pants. Yeah, we heard about them stickies for days. Oh crap, the Hogs reunion with Molly appearing on YouTube. Coincidence? I think not. Yeah.
Either utilize our resources and really try to bring this child home. We're going to try to bring him home safely.
Does the hotel have a pool to stream from?
We have 5 weeks that
I do. I like streaming from my pool. I don't think Betty would use it though.
Gone by and nobody's heard from this young boy. It's almost a sadness that comes on me when I go out there, but we still give it 110%, and that's all that matters. All right, guys, you take care. God bless you. You have a wonderful Saturday. Go out and make it a great day. Don't forget to be fearless. If you see something, say something. An ounce of prevention is worth a pound of cure. But before we close out, again, I do want to let everybody hear the thank you and the pleads of gratitude of Riley's family. It's very sad, but I just wanted to get it across this all the social media platforms of the gratitude. This is why we do what we do.
For being.
Oh my Lord, this is why you do what you do. Oh my Lord. Wow. Oh, Betty, I wouldn't claim that. Oh, I want to show you the post. FS Investigates calls out Olivia on Twitter. And I want to show you. Thank you, Hope. Oh, here it is. Let's read it. Betty is. Man, I hope that family knows she's coming and knocking after everything she just sat here and accused them of. And this is it. She's accused him of a lot more. But here's FS Investigates post. It's really disheartening to see advocates using Olivia as a source and posting her videos. Olivia is claiming 6 cadaver dogs hit in a spot today in the Sebastian Rogers case. I have never in my life seen 6 dogs used in one area. Yeah, that's not going to happen. And if they were, I would be sus of the handlers. Even if it's a confirmed find, it is still disappointing to see advocates I once respected using Olivia as a source. Olivia planted fake evidence in the Gabby Petito case. She did. She created fake witnesses in the Kylie Rodden case. She did. She tried multiple times to threaten and intimidate a witness in the Layla Centinelo case and continues to report information that she has been told is incorrect in the Centinelo case. Apparently, becoming a source to them requires a low threshold of honesty. Even if this turns out to be true, the fact that they would use Olivia as a source shows lack of integrity. Amen to that. Amen to that. Let's read the comments. She reached out to my best friend wanting to cover her brother's case and retrial. I told her to stay away from Olivia and that she was not trustworthy. Thank you for calling her out. She tried to work her way into Holland Snap's case also. Thankfully, the family researched her. Ooh, let's keep going with this. Stay far away from that crew. I saw 2 dogs while watching the live, and she said she was in a group, but she didn't see 2 dogs also. I don't buy it. Wow. Yeah, I don't buy it that there were 6 in the same area either. I scanned all the footage I could find and only saw 2 dogs as well. But Olivia has been telling everybody they had 6. Olivia lies. She spreads misinformation. And how is it convenient that she always finds the evidence that isn't evidence? Because that water bottle was sold at the local corner store. Was never proven to be Gabby's. Oops. I went too far. Let me see. He said he scans. Correct. There were 2 dogs there in total, but it was just 1 dog that hit on that spot. The other dog I saw in the parking lot at one time point, but never saw any others. Activism does not equal journalism. It doesn't. And that hit could have been on anything. There's no proof it had anything to do with the boys with Sebastian. People are asking, who is Olivia? Well, JLR investigates simply show what's going on. There's no need to embellish anything because people can see it for themselves and video speaks for itself. If you don't know the difference between an activist content creator and an actual journalism, then I don't know what to tell you. None of those people are either. So, yeah, JLR is not. He's a clown. He's a clown. I saw a clip from Olivia that Rose posted that someone tagged me in. That's the clip I'm talking about in the advocate group. I mean, oh, okay. Wow, the replies are endless. Definitely a matter of time before I'll get sued. Wow. I saw 1 dog in all the footage from multiple POVs today. 6 hours combined of footage showed a single dog in that area. Yeah, they're not going to have 6 dogs in the same little area. As a retired dog handler, there would be 2 dogs at most on a scene at one time. The only time I've seen a third is if the 2 give a weak response and the third is used to verify, but not on the same day. Usually this is when there is intel on a specific spot. And people will keep believing it. Olivia is, everyone, oh, well, she's so young and innocent and pretty and naive. No, she's not. No, she's not. JLR was live streaming, definitely only 1 dog. So, but yet Olivia is still running with that there was 6 dogs. This is what I mean. What is wrong with Law and Crime even having anything to do with her? Was it Law and Crime or Court TV? Mm. I wish Seth would stop with the JLR. JLR will use him for clicks and views. He's not there for Sebastian. Of course he's not. He's there for himself. JLR's a clown. He's not changed anything. He is a clown. Just her snooty attitude. She feels as if she's credible because of her family. But no, shouldn't have any. But like JLR, they just want to be attached to every case, and they are jailbait themselves. How can people actually take them seriously? Bullhorn, Betty, they are all ex-jailhounds. Can't believe them. Oops. Yeah, these comments definitely aren't feeling these people. There's a lot of them, too. And she's still running with that story. Jonathan Lee Richards has sued over 4,000 companies and individuals and holds the world record for the largest amount of lawsuits filed, including suits against Bill Gates, Pope Benedict. When he found out that he held the record, he sued Guinness. Yeah, he did. Don't know Olivia, but there was only 2 dogs at the lake. But Olivia still will run with the misinformation. Just like that made me so mad what she did in the Idaho 4 case. She played that family at their worst time ever. And she lied to them to get that interview. She let them think that she was friends with their daughter, and their daughter just loved her. No, Olivia didn't even follow her. She followed a lot of people on TikTok. That doesn't mean anything. They never spoke. They weren't friends. Well, the Associated Press it pass isn't. If you go to their site, which I've done, isn't a legit press pass. You pay dues to get it, but it actually has no credentials with it. It's not a credentialed press pass. It doesn't. It even tells you. It doesn't give you the credentials or the ability to get into news conferences and stuff. JLR gets in when they don't pay attention, but there's a lot of times he don't get in either. I'm not sure. She said she was going to their house, and I believe she will. And she will knock on that door. She will film their house live and show it for everybody. And she will knock on that door and ask them to talk to her. I'm hoping they know who she is. Your brother's an animator? Oh, I need to meet him. He can help me make a cool intro. I can't. I'm having such a hard time making a new intro. I'm not getting nowhere. I don't know. This stuff is hard for an old grandma like me. Self-teaching. But I've got to get this stupid little. I miss my iPad so much. But this stupid little tablet I'm using, I can take a screenshot, but I can't screen record videos or nothing. I've never seen anything like. I didn't even know you could buy a tablet. Even my kids' tablets, and I got a great deal on them at Christmas time. I mean, they were cheap because I wasn't buying them expensive tablets for their first time. But even those, like, you can screen record and stuff, record videos you're watching and stuff. This piece of crap here, yeah, I can't. And this costs more than my kids. This is all for a circus act. She knows it's risky. She's desperate for views and money, and she has to try to. Yep. It's always about them, not the victim or grieving relatives. They are truly. It is. It is. It's all me, 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 me. Just please, Betty, leave that family alone. That's all I'm asking. While that music, guys, is that music too loud? Does it drown out the video? The only reason why I'm doing it is, there's several channels that do it. Queen does it. But I was watching somebody's channel It was somebody I just stumbled across. And someone was trying to strike them, but couldn't because they had the background music playing. Yeah, they do anything for money, for clicks and views. And I'm not going to go bother a family at the worst time of their life. Uh-oh. EKC is Dragon Dre. Well, guess who's coming live tomorrow? She is. I'm coming live and reviewing it. Why won't they leave that woman alone? Jesus. Just leave her alone. Molly put out another Dre video. Did y'all see Paper Cut Tina's dance? I'm not going to show it all. I seen part of it on Hills this last night. I was dying. I was laughing so hard. And yeah, I was being naughty in my comments a little bit, you know, being a little funny. And Lisa and Crazy Nurse was cracking up. But yeah. Hills was showing it. And Papercut, she kind of exposed herself. What? I'm connected to the internet. What the hell are you talking about? It was funny. It was funny last night. I'll show part of it. I'm not going to show it all. Because she dances for too long. But I'll show part of it. Yeah, it's this one. I have it. Oh, and I have it paused right where she... Oh, the music. I might get struck for the music. I'll mute it if I do. I'll just have him mute the music. Because this ain't going to be an important part anyway. But Tina's going to dance for everybody again. I just think it's funny. Okay. Yo! But she's not monetized, so it don't matter if she gets... Well, here she goes. Here she goes, guys. Get ready. You're getting flashed. Where'd she go? Where did you go? You just left your live. Oh, you're dancing. Oh, I'm so close to 1,500. Oh, Patricia, thank you. Oh, Tina, look. I give you kudos for being able to dance. You got a banging body. You really do. But girlfriend, keep your cooch to yourself. No one needs to see it, okay? Have some self-respect. That's all I'm saying. Thank you so much, Patricia. Everybody thank Patricia for the gifted membership. Hey, Fireflies. Welcome, everybody. I appreciate that, Patricia. And welcome to Poolside, guys. Yeah, if you haven't hit that like, hit that like. If you haven't subbed, sub up. I'm like four or five away from 1,500 finally. I'm getting there. Okay, why are you pulling the dress up? Stop. Why is she dancing and only showing her crotch area? Who is she dancing for? Is what who? Be safe if you do go. Oh, okay. We're depending on what they determine about what they found today. I'll probably drive up there, not to video the house or family. Video shouldn't be done for clout. No, it shouldn't be. And you're not going up there for that reason. And you're not going up there to bother and harass that family. You didn't sit on a live and accuse them of being a batterer and all this other stuff. And I mean, she's had so much to say negative about them. Oh, Catherine, it was so fun. I laughed my butt off. And you know, I'm not a drinker, but last night we all had a drink. I finally drank one of them shots of Fireball I've had in my fridge for months. That I've been talking big bold that I was going to drink, never got to. I drank one of them last night. That's because Marina was making, what was she making? Pina coladas or something? And she didn't share. Okay. Why are you dancing? You know where your computer is. You know where your camera is. So you're doing this on purpose, Tina. Because if it was just about you dancing to some good music, you wouldn't be showing your cooch and keep pulling your dress up. Oh, Lord. Oh! Tina! Okay. Yeah. Yeah. That's crazy. Yeah. I know how it is to have somebody missing. When my nephew was missing, unfortunately, law enforcement didn't do much until they found his remains a year later. So I know how it feels. Thank you, Patricia. Oh, Tina. And you're doing that on purpose. You're doing that for attention. Okay, I've had enough. I've had enough. You need to get an OnlyFans page, honey. All right, I'm done with you, Tina. I can't. Oh, I wasn't sharing that whole time? Are you kidding me? Oh, I'll back it up. I'm sorry. I am so sorry. Well, I might not be. You might be thankful that I didn't share it. I thought I shared the damn screen. I'll back it up. Yeah, she shows a lot here. I'm telling you guys, she needs an OnlyFans page. All right. Sorry about that. There she goes. I'm telling you, be ready. You will now. You might not like me afterwards. What is with the lights? Yeah, keep the lights out. It's better. Where'd you go? She's dancing all over the room. Oh, here she comes back. I wanna taste the pain. I think I'm seeing all red. 2 bullets in the gun, 1 shot to the head. I need a blank space. 'Cause everything is a threat. But I never back down, man. I'd rather be dead. I'm making love to fame. She look better in bed. I'ma walk this life till I take my last breath. I wanna make a change. I got 1 life left, so I'm gonna go down swinging. Don't you forget. I've gotta find a new purpose. Something actually worth it. I wanna look in the mirror and like what I see. I'm sick of feeling so worthless.
You wanna see me swing? I'm gonna go down swinging. Look deep within. I get lost in the feeling. I'm going off, but I know it's time to make a change.
Okay,
I can take
like,
the pain, yeah. I'm gonna go down swinging.
like I said, she knows where her camera's pointed. She knows exactly what she's doing. This is all for attention. She knows that her crotch area is the only thing in the camera's lens. Man, don't take your eyes off. It's coming. Yeah, no. She needs a friend stat. Exactly. Encyclopedia. Yeah, no, that wasn't bad for us. Yeah, I know. Tina, some self-respect goes a long way, honey. You know exactly what you're doing. Honey. Oh, like I said, great. She can dance. She does have a nice body, but have some self-respect. Or you know what? Put this in on OnlyFans. Make yourself some damn money, because you won't monetize your YouTube channel. Which, the way you talk, you'd never make no money. Because that's why I quit reviewing you. Because the 3 lives I did on you and Rose, I can't get them in the green. They're not monetized. They won't monetize you because of the way you talk. So yeah, you're not fun to cover. I don't mind doing it when you do something like stupid like this, but when you're screaming and cussing and threatening and no. Guys, here it comes. It's coming again. Oh, she's done? Oh, you're not going to keep going. Please tell me you're not going to keep going. Oh, she keeps going.
I got something to say.
No.
Just so sick of hearing everyone complain. I know it's tough and I know there's pain. But hitting bottom is
Good thing you're not monetized, because I know I'm going to get hit for this music and have to mute it. But okay, I'm going to move this faster. Why do you keep disappearing? Get back on camera. You can't dance around. What the hell is she doing? Are you done? Yeah. Okay. So then she went to chair dancing? I don't know. Okay.
But I'm not supporting him, K9. K9, I'm not supporting Morbid. I'm really not. Supporting him would be over there, continuing to be in chat, going up on panel. Okay? I'm not the only one that feels this way, because this is the thing, K9. I think you're nice and everything, and I'm not trying to argue with you or start anything at all. But this is the thing, and I said at the beginning of my show, he's had people after him for this for 9 years. That's a long time. Why isn't he in jail or prison for that matter? Right? Why isn't he? Oh,
a little late to backtrack on that now, Tina.
Oh my God, that's not true. That's ridiculous. That's a rumor. Okay? Frankly, I don't want to fight anybody. I said
traitors. Come on, Tina ain't gonna mess with you. I like traitors. But traitors, Tina's not gonna mess with you.
Within a week.
Come on, traitors. You're trolling her.
Or less. And that really hurt me. And I did. I said, if you were in front of me right now, I'd kick your ass. I was gritting my teeth and everything. I was pissed. Frankly, I've never punched or hit anybody, much less a woman. I'm not a fighter. I'm not. Okay? But bullying, cyberbullying, and being dragged is a whole different thing. So that's ridiculous, traitors. That's such a dumb thing to even say.
Man, you got to give it to Tina, though. She'll sit on panels, and she'll be gone at person after person after person, and she'll sit there and take it.
This isn't I'm not saying you're dumb, but this isn't a drama channel. it's not. It's
Huh?
PCT is extreme because I kind of am.
Uh
I've really
huh.
learned that through these months. I've only had a channel 6 months. Thank you. Oh, okay.
Don't start swearing and stuff because I'll have to
Oh,
turn you off.
dear. I'm finally cooling down. And, you know, you guys, the other women, like Mel from the UK, whoever else thinks I'm over the top daring, and that's putting it nicely. Wish they could do, but don't dare. I'm spontaneous.
Tina, baby girl, I took dance all my life. I can dance, and I'm not tooting my own horn. I can dance. One thing I ain't gonna do, I am never gonna put my cooch in anybody's face on camera. Just not gonna do it. Yeah, not happening.
I'm fun, and I'm happy with myself now, happy with my body. I'm young at heart, and
that's all good stuff.
here to say,
But you don't have to put your cooch in people's faces on YouTube. Those are all positive things. You should be comfortable in your own skin. You should love yourself. But don't try to put it down everybody's throat. That's gross. That's having no self-respect. That's just my opinion.
for all the older women, we're not dried up. That I can guarantee.
She does ducky box.
We're not all wrinkly and dried up and saggy boobs and all this. We're wiser. We're more beautiful. We understand humanity more.
Oh, that's because she just danced her ass off for like 20 minutes. She's sweating. She don't have, I guess, central air. I don't.
We're mothers, so we have that nurturing quality. And a lot of us are in
And
our
her
prime.
pupils aren't dilated. Or they're not fixed either.
I know I am.
Is what I meant to say.
I
They're not
wasn't in my prime
pinpoints.
when I was 30 or 40. I mean, I gave birth when I was 41. You know, I had a lot of energy, didn't have a stroke. Then I honestly thought I was going to have
Okay, I can't go on with the victim
a heart
card.
attack someday because, I don't know, 70s or 80s. I didn't think at 58 I'd have a stroke. I didn't even know it was happening to me. I thought I was having a heart attack. Thank you, Tupac's wife. Tupac, not Tupac's. Thank you, Tupac's wife. Thank you. That's sweet.
I don't think her and Rose will be buddies again. Yeah, she's for real. Unfortunately.
I'm aware of that. Ernie Shell told me himself up on Queen Bee. He said the next day on a live, and I'm here to say it could be different.
You're
I wasn't
unpopular.
blocked
No,
the
you're
next
not.
day. I
And
was
refuse to go into
surprised.
channels.
Very surprised.
I have no clue what's. Oh, it's still the
No.
same thing.
I'm probably blocked now, for all I know. But
She went up on Morbid's panel with Ernie. Ernie came up on Morbid's panel. And that's what triggered Ernie to go after Morbid about these allegations that have been going on for years and years. And then Tina decided, because she, Ernie, she was going to side with Ernie against Morbid, but now she's not believing it. Now she's back to siding with that. It's the same old drama. Her and Rose still talk about each other, just not as violently. I haven't checked in on Rose in a couple days since she did the Savage panel. I don't care how you spin it. Tina's relationship with her mother is none of Rose's business. These two, one, it takes two to tango. They're both guilty. They were both guilty. They both did and said things. Tina should have never called 911 on a live. Yeah, but something tells me these two are going to be friends again. Has one man given her money for her dance? I have no idea. He gets cash apps and PayPals. But she won't monetize her channel. Something about she's appealing her denial for something or other. But it wouldn't matter, Tina, because you wouldn't make it up for it to affect that. So it would be okay. So, girl, I don't know how long you keep monetization with the stuff you do. But heck, go for it. Evidently, you could use the cash. Who couldn't? But yeah, you can't be showing your cooch no more.
A bunch of tigers got together with him and said, we need to block her now. She can't come back. She's bad news. Whatever. The timing of it is kind of sad.
Yeah, I don't have this kind of trauma in my life. I couldn't in my everyday life. I couldn't. I would just not deal with the people. I just wouldn't have nothing to do with them because no, I've got too much else going on. I'm too busy.
I mean, especially for my son, you know, he isn't asking, he doesn't understand, but he's playing his drums and he loves them. And spring has sprung and it's getting warm, you know.
Okay,
Sure,
I'm done with you, Tina. All right.
because of my pets and my nanny pets
I
and
really.
stuff. I actually, and I'm kind of bragging right now, I'll admit it, for their aesthetic looking advertisement thing for these apartments, they chose my apartment out of hundreds. Couldn't believe it.
Huh? What is she talking about? Do you ever hear
I did.
Tina? Did you ever hear TMI? I don't think anybody's ever explained that to you. But you do not need to put your whole life out here and every little aspect of it. That's why when you put it out here, you know people are going to come at you. Come on, you sat on Dolly's panels long enough. You know how it works, how the game is played. You put TMI. Seriously. Look it up.
I did. The thing is, Canine, I did hear those things, you know, and they sounded not good, right? But when I heard him say, and he brought up these, what did he say? Vet, not vetted, but some kind of something that 9 years ago stuff was spliced in with something else, and these people are against him. What if there's some truth to it? What if there isn't? I don't know. But look how people condemn me.
I look at it like this. If they have all this evidence that they've claimed for years that they've had, why has it not been turned over to law enforcement, and why has not law enforcement done anything? If they have all this evidence, there's no way, with the way they're cracking down on this stuff, that they would let that go if they had the evidence they claim they have. I know people that were busted for less than that. Well, I mean, I don't know them, but, you know, I know of them by reading the stories on the local news and stuff. But, yeah, so, like I said, why hasn't law enforcement done anything? Why has it not all been turned over?
They say I must be drinking, right?
Well, thank you for coming in. I appreciate your support.
Say what I want. I'm not
I hope
drinking.
to see you back
I don't even
too.
know what it tastes like.
Have a good
anymore. I really
evening.
don't. It's only been 12 years. But, and not a pill popper. I'm just on an antidepressant one, you know? What else?
You don't need to tell people.
Am I a little lonely? Yeah. You know why? I had a boyfriend for 8 years. That's a long time, right? 8 years. And I met him at the AA hall. I didn't even go have a coffee, a soda, or go out to dinner with a guy. But Darren was different. He was soft-spoken. He wasn't pretentious. He wasn't pushy. He was kind of shy. He wasn't a player. I knew about his past.
Oh, my Lord.
Now,
Okay.
maybe that's because a whole year's gone by, right?
Tina, you share way too much. You share way too much. I don't know. I'm just, hopefully you and Rose will, I will check it out though, so I can update if there's any updates in their drama. But if there's not, and it's just the same thing, I'm just not playing it no more because, you know, I can't monetize those videos. And hey, you know, I don't make a whole bunch on here, so what little bit I make, I use. You know. And I don't want to get red flagged by YouTube either, by being in the yellow all the time either. You know. Does she do dating apps? Maybe she should make friends in real life. Yeah, exactly. I mean, she's a good looking woman. And come on, let's face it, she has a nice body. Use it, honey. Get on out there. There's no date. There's nothing wrong with that. You're single? Go mingle. But quit giving YouTube all your information. Well, thanks for coming in, Catherine. I appreciate it. Have a good night. Encyclopedia, I hope you heard me. Thanks for coming in. Appreciate your support and hope to see you back. Have a good evening. I like Paper Cup, but she needs to calm down. Make viewers only. Just be nice. Yeah. Oh, I don't have nothing against Tina. I mean, everybody's different. We're all different. I think she shares way too much, and she needs to quit doing the dancing where she's putting her cooch in everybody's face. Honestly, little self-respect. But I don't have nothing against her. Honestly, I think Rose is crazier. But anyway, that's just my opinion. I just don't think it was anybody's business, her relationship with her mother. That's her business. But, she brings it to you two. And everyone says, well, she started it. No. Rose had been threatening her to go live at any moment with the stuff. Tina just wanted to do it before Rose could do it. I get that part of it. But it's just let it go. Because you're all going to be friends again. You're too much alike. They are way too much alike. Way too much alike. They don't realize it. Both are very good looking women, though. I mean, I think Paper Cut should go out and try to make friends. Why not? My neighbors are across the street, or they met on a dating app. And they've been together, I think they've been married 10 years? Yeah, she needs to change it up a little bit, and I really do think she does need to have a life outside of her house. I mean, there's nothing wrong with, I have littles. Her kids are grown, even though I know her son has, they're old enough where she can, have some her time. And there's nothing wrong with that. Yeah, I agree, Ducky. But I don't know. I'm just glad the screaming live stuff. But then, like I said, I only knew about the dancing part. I haven't really watched either one of them because I've been super busy. And yeah, I want to check just out of curiosity. I doubt that he re-released that live, but once she hides it, she don't put it back out. But I will get it. Somebody has it. I'm going to reach out to Hills and see if she has it. I don't even go on Instagram. Why are people messaging? Yeah, I don't even go over there. But tomorrow, let's see. I know I have to do. I have to do the dreaded grocery store. Then Monday, I got to go finish my Easter shopping before there's nothing left to choose from. But tomorrow, I'm probably going to go live. I'm going to check out what they're saying about the Dre stuff. I wish they'd leave that woman alone. I really wish they would just leave her and her family alone. You don't have to like her. You don't have to agree with her. Just leave her alone. Oh, and you know what she named this live? The one I just showed you? Obsessed Much Later Lady Creators? Add this video to your repertoire. No one's obsessed with you, Tina. No, not me. Mm-mm. Well, hey, V Castle, good to see you. Yeah, no one's obsessed. At least I'm not. I can't speak for anybody else, but I can tell you, I'm not. Just saying. I'm not. Oh, Perplex had a lot to say today, too. Maybe we'll review some of that tomorrow. Nope, she still didn't put it. I didn't think she put it back up. But like I said, I'll find somebody that has it. My fault for not getting it, but I got to play the highlights from Hills' video, so maybe I'll reach out to her. Maybe she has it. She might not though, because she was just clipping. So nope, she never put it back up. I don't think so. Well, it's probably behind members only, and I'm not going to join her membership or sub to her channel just for a video. No, don't need it that much. I played the high points from Hills' video. So anybody got big plans for tomorrow? I think I'm going to take the kids to the movies. We still have a couple more movie gift cards to use that they got for Christmas. We used 2 of them. But see, you can only, I can't believe they charge you a fee to use them. I told people, don't ever get us these movie gift cards again. Because you got to pay $20-something in fees and for the other, to use the gift cards to get into the movie. Because they charge you more. And it's not a theater up here, so we have to go the whole way, down into Daytona. And yeah. Then, the kids want snacks, but I'll hit Dollar Tree and grab a couple snacks at Dollar Tree. And then just get them a big popcorn and something to drink. But, yeah, it's crazy. Those movie gift cards. Now, if it would be for the one up here, it would be different. But they're not. And you can only use them online. You can't use them at the box office, the box office. You have to do it online, which that's weird too. Why do you sell gift cards if people can't even use them? And you can only use them for the movie itself. You can't use them for snacks or anything. He says that's why I told don't ever get me those ones again from that theater. Appreciate it, but it's more of a hassle than it's worth. So really, if I just stay up here and go to the movies, it'd be like $60. I go down there, I got gift cards, but I still end up spending 50-something bucks. So, even with the gift cards, so it's like, okay, it's really not it's weird. I've never dealt with these movie gift cards before. I don't know if it's for everybody or just these specific theaters, and then they have such shitty movies playing. So if they didn't change their movies, then we won't go, but I'm going to look and see. I just want to use them and get it over with. I'm not going to waste gift cards. It's stupid to waste them, but the kids will enjoy it. That's what matters. Because that's who they were for. That's okay. I'm going to end this. I've been on here a long time. But I will come back sometime. It probably won't be till later afternoon tomorrow. Well, I don't know. Sometime. I will try to come live. Excuse me. Because I want to go over the Jerks video. I want to see what they busted out on Ziggy. I heard it was really good, so I want to go over that. And then if they're gonna attack Dre again, I gotta say something about it. Because it's just wrong. Leave that woman alone. But I want to watch it first before, I shoot up a live. And who knows, maybe by then I will have the rest of that video and of Betty's, and the one she doesn't want no one to see, they're going to see. Don't do it and hide it, Bet. That don't work on YouTube. But I thank you guys for joining me. I really do. Thank you, mods. Thank you, Patricia, for the gifted memberships. I appreciate that. And thank you all for your support. You helped me get insurance office cleaned. Oh, wow. Well, since you're done, you can come here anytime you feel like you want to clean. Come on over. I eat 1 Casberry egg once a year. Oh, that's cool. My husband only likes peanut butter and chocolate. And I always do him a little basket. But you know how expensive that shit is this year? Candy is outrageously priced for candy. But I think I'm going to make him some homemade peanut butter eggs. I'll do it while he's at work so he won't know, and then I'll hide them. Because if I don't, he'll eat them all. Oh, I love Cadbury eggs. They're good, though. And I'm not a junk food junkie, but there's just some things. And there's this new thing I found. I want to get some of those. I had some of those freeze-dried Skittles. Oh, my God. Them things are the bomb. They are good. But today I discovered something. And I got it for in the Easter baskets. But I figured, I forgot to get any gummies. They're called Nerds gummy clusters. These things are good. And I'm not a candy person. And these things are good. I never ate candy until the last year. I probably didn't even know what 90% of candy tasted like because I never ate it. I just didn't care. But yeah, my gummies are Swedish Fish is my downfall, and beef jerky. But I ate my first Mounds candy bar a month ago. Those things are killer. I have no idea. I know why all of a sudden I want all this sugar. But these little nerd gummy cluster things, they're actually good. But I'll be damned if I pay full price for them. I only got them because they were on sale. Yeah, I couldn't believe how much chocolate and peanut butter candy. I'm like, for a bag of miniature candy bars, you want $12.99? Are you kidding me? That's insane. Yeah, good Rice Krispie treat. I like them. I do like them, but I make them. Yeah, she danced again. Showed everybody her cooch. I mean, literally showed everybody her cooch. Okay. I am going to end this. It is 10:30 at night, and I want to go watch some TV with the hubby. Oh, shit, I forgot to record my show. I hate to watch it on demand with commercials, but I can forget everything. Happens. And I do want to get a shower. It was a long day. I want to get this makeup off. Ugh. But guys, again, thank you so much for joining me. I appreciate you. And I'll see you on the YouTube streets. I'm sure something's going to be breaking loose tonight. It's Saturday night. Oh, we'll review a little bit of Laura's live tomorrow, too. She's supposed to be on a leave, forgotten alone, and vice versa. But right away, fired up live about it today. All right, guys. All right. I'll see y'all later. Have a good night, everybody. Thank you.